elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. They hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got it so few to myself. Yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they want to come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. It's my vocation. Now I got rollies on the rotation. I put a jet just to take a vacation.
You sit in the building.
It's all taking me places. Starting off like we tried to make changes. Bet on myself and go living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it can't do. I ain't make it this far for myself, yeah. I had to be everybody else. I had to set them straight. I had to boss. I had to renovate. I know they hate when you elevate. Second of losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. Ooh. I almost drowned in it.
Yeah. What up, Ray?
What's going on, Clay? It's the Ray and Clay. Oh, my bad. I better correct that. ATP.
Listen, it's all
Clay,
good, man.
Live with Clay and Ray all day.
Yeah, man. We back at it. Yeah, that's the keys. My keys just, trying to put them out, get them out my way.
Right.
Yeah, man, a lot going on. Shout out Heron Symbol setting it off up in here. Ryan Soft.
Yeah. Hey, listen, be careful. He was giving me business today. My bad. 2 cents was giving me business. Sorry, 2 cents. My bad.
Coming to the building already on that time.
Yeah, he was giving me business too, but yeah. 2 cents had some good drops today. I appreciate that. Like, look, keep me on my toes.
2 cents in the building.
2 cents. I don't need no sparring, though. You know what I mean? You might get me. I ain't up on that level yet. You know what I mean?
Right. Look. We ain't even bring the gloves out, man. The hands ain't wrapped. We ain't even ready. I ain't even got my shoes because I don't even got my shoes on my workout clothes. Chill.
Now 2 cents be on her business. I like that.
Chill, 2 cents. Chill. I ain't even come ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got none of my gear with me. You know what I'm saying? Just came to visit the gym.
I'll be honest with you.
My day's going great. Herring, day's going great, man. I appreciate you checking for me, man. Thanks for coming out too, man. Thanks for checking for me.
What I mean? I can't argue that. I mean, like I said, I don't put people in my personal life. There's some things going on, but that's it. But I'm in school, so and everybody knows. If they don't know now, they know. I'm just working on these A's, man. That's all I'm pulling home. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Get that grade, get that degree, that piece of paper that tell me I can do something with myself. That's all. But thank you for asking, man. How was your day?
For sure. Let's see. We got 6 people in the building, and you guys already know. Please hit that like button on the way in the building. Help us get on the algorithm, all that, right? That's automatic. Yo, so we got stuff going on, man. I mean, exciting week. I think this week has been an exciting week for boxing. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously we had a fight this past weekend. And we did a live little party for that. We had a great fight this weekend, but outside of that, we had a great week. We got some news coming out. We've got the pots getting stirred. Different opinions are flying everywhere about what's going on in the boxing space right now. That's what's actually inspired this live right here. We got to talk about it. We definitely got to talk about it. We could start anywhere. I mean, I think the big one right now on the top of everybody's mind right now is probably the Ryan Garcia situation right now. It's light for real, right? It's really light, but there are games being played, and when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, right? When you play stupid game, you get stupid prizes. Hold on a second. Let me just check this message right here.
I just got one too.
Oh, yes. Oh, salute, man. I got my brother in the building. This is a must. Let me get him up here. My guy, Mazuma, salute. Smile on my face. My brother's in the building. You know what I mean? I know I'm covered. I know my 6 is covered for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mark, this is Mazuma TV right here, you guys. There's only a few of us in the building, but his channel is official. One of the guys who inspired me to do this, for real, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Really, Mazuma was the one who's like, get off your tail, man, and do something with yourself, bro. You could do this. I was like, salute. Yeah. Here I am.
That's a fact, man. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Man, we're doing good, brother. We're doing good.
Appreciating his life. Yeah. I was over there with him when he's just breaking some stuff down real quick. I like what he was saying. It was real clean, crisp, sharp, all that.
Yeah. So appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm telling my people right now to get on the live.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. So yeah, Ryan Garcia, man, stupid games, stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying? Should just be fighting, right? So the news is right now that Rolly Romero is claiming to be the A side right now in a negotiation with Ryan Garcia. It doesn't seem like that's going over very well. So it looks like Rolly might not be in the conversation anymore about a fight with Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia needs a dancing partner. Oscar De La Hoya seems to think that Jose Ramirez would fit the bill just right.
I don't believe Oscar. Yo, 2 cents, you be on it. Listen, Ryan.
He said, I don't believe Oscar.
Yeah, Ryan a piece of work, 2 cents. I was trying to say that earlier. I just didn't want to go there because it's not my space. You know what I mean? He a piece of work.
Yeah. What do you think, Mark? I know you definitely got an opinion on Ryan Garcia right now.
I had just put out a video about it, and like the headline of my video is "Karma's a bitch." You know what I'm saying? I spoke on the situation, but we on Claymore Rain Live, so we gonna speak about this again. So what I was saying was regarding that whole situation, we don't got nobody Ryan don't got nobody to blame but himself. You see what I mean? If everybody been following, if you've been following the whole situation with Ryan Garcia since the Oscar Duarte fight, then you would know that at first he was pursuing the Rolly Romero fight, right? But I guess that, you know what I mean, he paid attention to social media like he always do, and he seen that there was a big demand for the Devin Haney fight. So he had put up a poll on X, formerly known as Twitter, and said, who do you guys want to see me fight? If y'all guys seen the poll, that you would see that Devin Haney had the bigger percentage. So he said, all right, this is what the fans want. You know what I'm saying? I advised my team to go ahead and start the negotiation process with Devin Haney. Cool. So Devin Haney was confirming it, like, yeah, we talking right now. Cool. So all of a sudden, Ryan Garcia pops up with Floyd Mayweather out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere. I don't know exactly how that came about. I don't know who called who, but nonetheless, they were together. In the process of them hanging out for a couple days or however long it was, all of a sudden, Ryan Garcia has a change in heart. And it's safe to assume at this point in time that Floyd Mayweather has some influence behind that, right? So, you know what I mean? Being that Rolly Romero is a TMT fighter, Floyd Mayweather is benefiting from this situation if this fight were to take place. So, of course, he's going to, you know what I mean, attempt to cut Devin Haney out of the equation so he can make a profit off of it. You know what I mean? That's why I thought it was kind of comical when Ryan Garcia was referring to Mayweather as his mentor. Yo, listen, Floyd don't give a fuck about you. I hope he really understands that. Like, Floyd don't care about you, bro. He's not your mentor. He's advising you to take a fight against one of his guys so he can make a profit off of you. He is using you. You see what I'm saying? That's what a lot of these promoters do. They use their fighters. The fighters use the promoters. It's a give and a take. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Ryan Garcia, like De La Hoya says, he takes bad advice, and he took that bad advice, And being that he's on bad terms with his promoter, of course his promoter is going to give him a hard time. You know what I'm saying? His promoter is going to give him a hard time and not give him exactly what he wants. And if he does give it to him, it's going to be something that is extremely beneficial to. It's going to be extremely beneficial to Golden Boy Promotions. Like when they made that Gervonta Davis fight, it was a no-brainer because even though they understood that Ryan Garcia had the disadvantage, they were going to get a huge fucking bag off of it. So they was like, man, fuck it. You know what I mean? Pretty much sold his O for a bag. So now, I guess Oscar De La Hoya reaches out to Rolly asking what his price tag is. He didn't even bother attempting to negotiate after hearing that price tag. He was like, oh, no, he overpricing himself because he really don't want to see Ryan Garcia get another good win over somebody good. If he wants to fight somebody, he wants it to be somebody that's also involved with Golden Boy Promotions, which is why he's sticking Jose Ramirez in his face right now. But Ryan Garcia is looking at it like, damn, I can't get Rolly. I can't get Isaac Cruz. You trying to give me Jose Ramirez, which he might have the recipe to beat Ryan Garcia. Jose Ramirez is not to be slept on. He's a former world champion and was one of the best 140-pound fighters all the way up until he fought Josh Taylor. You see what I mean? So this is stuff that we really got to look at. And now Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying, backstab Devin Haney, you know what I mean, left, try to get the Rolly Romero fight. Now he can't get that. So now Devin Haney has these options that he could pursue. You know what I mean? Saudi Arabia offering him a big bag. They want him to come over there, period. You know what I'm saying? He got the Sandor Martin fight that he could take. There's so many options for him. And now Ryan Garcia seems like he fucked himself over. You know what I mean? Now he's stuck with no options, and now he might have to settle for the Jose Ramirez fight. And if not, Oscar De La Hoya and them could easily let the man sit on the shelf, and he won't fight at all. You see what I'm saying?
This is a big fact, family.
Yeah. This is exactly why I said karma is a bitch, bro. Because you thought you had something going. You talking about how Devin Haney needed you. Sounds like you need Devin Haney now because you don't have a fight. Right. So that's my take on the situation. That's pretty much what I said in the video.
Yeah.
So, and hold on one second, Ray. And on top of that, you've lost your integrity. You've lost your credibility. Your fan base is split in two. Mexicans as a culture, the Mexican culture has outed you. They don't like any of the moves that you've made. And now you're in a situation now where, like you said, Mark, you're really at the will of Oscar De La Hoya, who you've played like a fiddle since the Oscar Duarte fight, right? Like since the Oscar Duarte fight, you've been playing with that man's face. You went on a press conference where you stood up in front of everybody, called out Oscar De La Hoya, called out Bernard Hopkins, went in there, called out a Rolly in the ring. Rolly played with you and said, listen, man, I'm not even trying to fight you. Went and called out Devin Haney. Devin Haney gave you some love and was like, all right, man, let's get it done. We got some history. I'm free. Let's get it done. Then you let Floyd get in your ear, right? And everybody just sees you wishy-washy. And this is what happens when you play these stupid games. You get stupid prizes. Ray, you can get it 2 seconds. I'm just going to read 2 cents. Said, why would Floyd let Rolly price himself out of the fight if he convinced him to fight Rolly?
Is this the question for me?
I guess, yeah. It was while you were talking.
Okay, so why would Floyd let Rolly price himself out? Maybe this the thing. Oscar could be lying. You know what I'm saying? He could just he probably didn't talk to Rolly at all. He probably just making an excuse as to why he couldn't make that fight happen. In all honesty, they probably was like, yo, Rolly, what's your price tag? And let's say if Rolly said $2 million. It wasn't like Oscar was like, yo, how about we do like 1.5 million and I give you a percentage of the pay-per-view sales. It seemed like he heard the price and did he even bother trying to, you know what I mean, give him a counter offer or anything like that. You know what I mean? Oscar De La Hoya don't want Ryan to fight Rolly. Why? Because he feels a way about Ryan going behind his back, talking to Floyd Mayweather, was even like alluding to legal action and things of that nature. He telling Floyd to fuck off. You see what I'm saying? He don't want Rolly to fight Ryan. He wants him to fight Jose Ramirez. He telling you right now. So
right. Or Devin Haney.
Yeah, it seemed like he was more optimistic about Devin Haney because I think he understood that there's more money to be made with Devin. It's a bigger fight. And let's keep it real. He want Ryan to leave with a loss. He want Ryan to leave
he definitely got he got his crosshairs on his back. Yeah. 100%.
Before you leave from Golden Boy, you gonna leave with I'm gonna try to make you leave with an L. He was trying to do that with Duarte. They thought Duarte had the recipe.
Yeah, okay, so I can answer this one. Let me answer this one for her. So no, he doesn't work for Ryan, because when you're the promoter, you should be working for the client, but you sign a contract to the promoter. That promoter that owns that company actually gets your rights of what they want at that point, because they're your management team. 2 cents. Also, this is actually what I was trying to get on earlier with
this
with
dude,
Ryan.
this dude 2 cents. No, I'm sorry.
No.
This dude don't know what he's talking about.
No, that's she a female. She a female. She has
Ryan made the fight without Oscar. Can't no fight happen without Oscar being involved. He's the promoter. What are you talking about?
That's a fact.
No, she.
What's happening is, let me tell you. Let me jump in on this one a little bit, right? So Ryan Garcia has painted a picture for you guys, right? And the picture that he's painted for you guys is that he runs the show, right? He's almost painted a picture as if he is Devin Haney or maybe even a Gervonta Tank Davis, as far as like maybe he has his own promotional company and maybe he's sitting out there coordinating, making his own fights. And the reason he looks like that is because he's on stages talking bad to Oscar De La Hoya. You guys have to understand that what's so crazy about what Ryan Garcia is doing is that he's not that guy, right? He's not the person who runs his own show. That's what makes it look so crazy to see him talking crazy to the people who actually run, who contractually have him locked down and can do whatever they want with his career until that contract has been fulfilled, right? Until the time has passed on that contract. So this is what makes Ryan Garcia look crazy when he does the thing that he does. When he goes on Twitter and he won't answer a phone call from Oscar De La Hoya, but will send a message to Oscar De La Hoya through Twitter and say, "Hey, I'm instructing Oscar De La Hoya to bop, bop, bop." He's pointing his fingers, and Oscar's just smiling like, "Okay, you're a funny guy, man. That's what's up. Oh, you talking to Floyd too? Oh, you taking runs with Floyd? Oh, you pulling out of fights without telling me? You're going on Twitter pulling out of fights, and you're letting people know to go ahead and get ready for another fight." Okay, he's playing with Oscar's face. And the truth of the matter is, it goes back to what you said, Mark. At the end of the day, I could just shelf you. You're really playing with me. I'm really trying to, be patient with you and let you do your thing, as long as you're fighting some fights and you get me some money. But now you're not even getting me no money because you can't. The guys who you trying to fight are like, get out my face. Right. So now I'm gonna play with you. Now you're gonna fight my guy, and I think Oscar De La Hoya is about to pull his big stick out paws, and he about to slap that stick on the desk and be like, "All right, class is in session. Class is in session. Sit your tail down. Sit your tail down. Extra pause, right? Sit your tail down. This is what's about to happen, brother. This is what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 cents, just kind of letting you know, like. I hear what you're saying, that he's telling Oscar what to do, but I think the world's about to see a different side of Oscar.
Yeah, who really wears
the next few weeks. Go ahead, Ray.
No, yeah, absolutely. No disrespect to 2 cents. I just want to address something real quick, just to let you know, Mazuma TV. If you want to touch in on what you do, so people understand where you're coming from, when you know the business better than probably everybody in this chat and probably a lot of people that have channels, because I think so that way you're not being questioned on stuff that you really know what you're talking about, because you're in the game, and you're actually probably in the game more than a lot of these people that do have channels. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But, I just think it's good for people to know who you are and what you do, so they don't just, think that you're just blowing smoke. You know what I mean?
I mean, if anybody want to figure out what I do, man, all you got to do is just check pivotboxing.com, pivotboxing.com. I'm the head boxing trainer of the amateur squad over at Pivot Boxing Academy. I assist and train professional boxers as well, and I've even co-managed professional fighters as well. You know what I mean? I've been doing this. I've helped behind the scenes make deals happen with Matchroom. I've helped make fights happen with PBC multiple times. We had a PBC fighter. You know what I mean? Dealt with Lou DiBella, Marshall Kaufman with King's Promotion, who does business with Al Heyman. I've done Hall of Fame promoter Russell Peltz. Like I've done it. I've done it. I'm 20. I just turned 26. But I've been in the game for a long time. Like once my pop told me at 18 years old that we gonna really pursue the whole boxing, we gonna pursue the boxing business. I dropped out of college that same day, and I've been on it since then. 8 years in, and we pretty successful so far with what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. But for anybody, I don't really speak on it too much because, you know what I mean, I try to speak from the perspective of a boxing fan. And in all honesty, if I'm not conducting no business behind the scenes to actually make a fight happen, I don't really care to talk about it on YouTube.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't really care to talk about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking strictly from a boxing fan's perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I forgot exactly. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I was gonna say, at the end of the day, there is, there's, we have to know what's going on and be able to connect the dots with who actually runs the show, because we have to remember there's like two parts of boxing, right? There's this backstage part of boxing where the real things are going on, and then there's what's going on in front of the camera, which is people are selling you guys an idea, right, of what it is and showing who they are, and they're being macho and everything like that. But the reality is the people behind the camera are the ones really making the movie happy. You know what I mean? The actors are really just taking instructions on what to do in front of the camera. And I'm telling you guys, this Ryan Garcia situation, when we say you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, or when Mark says karma's a, is a bitch, excuse my French, what he's actually saying is you've been playing games and now you don't got nothing. You're actually at the will of Oscar De La Hoya. You're really not that guy like that. And the world's about to see that, and you're about to get exposed, and you better train with Derek James. You better train, because there's a good chance the next guy who you about to fight is going to be very built to knock your head off your shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he put a target on his back.
Right.
100%.
Don't forget.
Now they because they know that you're going to leave them, now they're going to do everything they can. They're going to go on a mission to make sure you have the hardest time possible on your way out. You feel what I mean? And then I'm going to leave 2 cents says, don't Oscar work for Ryan? I mean, yeah, the promoter works for Ryan, but that don't necessarily mean that he's going to do everything that's in Ryan's best interest. Like, you could have an accountant, he work for you, and he could steal from you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just because they work for you don't mean that they're going to do everything that's in your best interest. You know what I mean? So, but Oscar also has power over him. They got power over each other. Ryan could be like, yo, I don't want to fight him, and you just not going to make no money off me.
Right.
But Oscar could be like, all right, cool, you can sit on the shelf and I just let my other fighter shine. You ain't the only one I'm making money off of. You could be probably the most popular one, but we going to thrive with or without you. You know what I mean? Golden Boy was at his peak without you. You know what I'm saying? We had Canelo. They know how to build a fighter. You know what I mean?
Then you got Barbosa that just signed to them.
Yeah. But, you know what I mean? They probably going to try to line him with Barbosa, too. They're going to give him all hard options. And most likely, Ryan Garcia is not going to take that fight. And he might have to just sit on the shelf unless they're able to come together with a fight that's going to generate a shit ton of money.
And keeping in mind, of course, that that Ryan Garcia is in the most competitive, stacked division in boxing today. He doesn't have too many scapegoats. He doesn't have too many weak people in that division to sit there and get an easy fight on. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many weak people in there. Listen, off the top of my head, I can't think of a weak person. The weakest person in 140 right now is Rolly Romero, and he's not fighting you.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you plan to do, but Ray, go ahead, man. Build, man.
The weakest champion, just to be corrected, not the weakest person, the weakest champion.
Weakest champion. I mean, who's the weakest person? Who's the weakest guy that Ryan Garcia could fight right now at 140, Ray?
Broner.
Broner. Okay, yeah. Right. That. Even though I'm gonna be real with you, and I know Mark, you're gonna disagree with me. I don't think Broner weak, bro.
Weakest.
The weakest.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't say he was weak. Weakest if we comparing. Yeah.
Right.
Broner not
weak. Right.
Well,
you really think he's weaker than Rolly? You think he's weaker than Rolly?
Harold Davies. Right now. There you go. Or Harold Davies.
Rolly will beat Broner right now. Yeah.
Okay.
This version of Broner will not beat Rolly. Now, if we talking about the Broner that fought Maidana, the Broner that fought even Sean Porter or any of them dudes. All right, that's a younger version of AB, but AB is clearly a shot fighter, man. All the liquor he done drank, man, aged his body tremendously. You know what I mean? He looked like a shot fighter, bro. I think Rolly will give,
breaks my heart,
especially with that style that Rolly got, will give Tank a lot of problems. Rolly rarely gets tired. He's high volume and he throws everything with bad intentions. That's gonna discourage Broner, bro. And he gonna shell up how he typically do and not let his hands go and be afraid to engage with Rolly because there's a possibility he might get hit with a good shot. Broner don't got the best defense, bro.
Yeah,
gonna try that shoulder
fly in the building.
And catch
Frequent said, "Y'all ain't gonna be over here just dissing AB like that. AB sturdy."
Listen, that's one of your affiliate constituents right there.
Hey.
Yo,
it's crazy, bro. I swear to God, AB got some of the most loyal fans in the world, bro. That man done disappointed y'all so many times, and y'all just keep rocking with him. It gotta be something special about that man.
Well, you know what's good? You know what's good about that though? It shows that you can take an L and still be a great boxer because people will support you, and that's what we're missing today. At the end of the day,
yeah, that's a fact. I hope
that's true.
I wish that applied to everybody though.
Yeah,
I kind of wish shit was like, I wish that boxing fans adopted that same shit from UFC, where it's like, you know what I mean, you can have multiple losses and still be loved, still be respected. Because in boxing, you catch 2 or 3 losses, all of a sudden they calling you a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
Look, Slimeway Game says, hold on. This one good. Ryan versus Sandor Martin.
Oh, Sandor Martin he'll beat Ryan.
He'll outbox the shit out of Ryan.
He will outbox the living daylights out of him. And on top of that, Devin gonna pick up that little free money.
Just 2 punches. That'll be and Sandor just signed with Top Rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
he did?
Yeah.
He just signed with Top Rank.
I thought he's still with both because he's co-promotion right now.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just seen that
Top Rank. I heard. That's what I heard. He's co.
Yeah, I seen Top Rank post that they signed him to like a multi-year deal. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if Sandor fight some of these 140 dudes, man, that Top Rank got going on right now. Won't be surprised if he ends up fighting. Well, I'm not gonna say Keyshawn, but you get it. Like somebody around the weight class, he might fight them soon, and that's gonna bring Devin Haney right back over the Top Rank.
Right.
Devin Haney got the map to success, man. Y'all, everybody be dissing Devin and knocking Devin. That man walking like a boss, man. He everywhere. He wherever the money's at, wherever the fight got to be, he can get there. He run his own show. You know what I mean? He'll be at Top Rank with this fight. He'll fight another fight with them. Then he'll be back at the Zone. Then he'll fight over there. Then he'll come over and he'll do something with the PBC. He got the game plan. That man's ready and built and prepared to fight anybody he needs to fight to cement his legacy in this game.
Can Ryan beat Montana Love? That's a good one.
I think he would be Montana Love.
I know he can. I just thought it was funny.
All right, he got too much heat for Montana Love. Whenever he get hot in that kitchen, he try to get up out of there. He ain't gonna be
Montana 140. He won 40, yeah. That might be a fight for. I mean, look, here's my thing on Ryan too, and because I'm going to make it. It's going to be a short live. It's not going to be a very long live. My thing with Ryan Garcia is you need to get active, man. You're not fighting enough. I don't see you evolving as a boxer. I don't see you, from my perspective, getting better. And not better. Maybe you're getting a little bit better, but when I'm talking about better, I'm talking about championship better. I'm talking about I can't even imagine you in the ring with a Subriel Matias. I cannot imagine you in the ring with Teofimo. I cannot imagine you in the ring with Devin Haney. I cannot imagine you in the ring with none of the champions in your weight class. And just based off of what you said about your aspirations for 2024 going into 2025, that you want to be a champion and even a unified champion, that skill set that you have shown me against Oscar Duarte, I am sorry, brother. That's not going to get it done in this weight division. That taco shell, Philly shell, California roll, all the names I've heard about it, you know what I mean? Except for what it really is, that's not going to get you there, man. And loyalty, humility, you need to become coachable, brother. You don't listen. You do what you want in the ring. You got Derek James sitting there going, what in the world are you doing right now? Stop it. He don't know what you're talking about. You got too many people in your ear. You're allowing Floyd Mayweather.
I agree.
Floyd Mayweather, who you are not in Floyd Mayweather's camp. You are not a TMT fighter, bro. You're sitting there listening to everybody except for the people who actually have a vested interest in your success. You're listening to all of them, and now you're ending up in a big messy situation. There's a lot of wrinkles that need to be ironed out in Ryan Garcia's yard. You gotta cut the grass.
That's why Oscar feel the way he feel. He feel betrayed, man.
Yeah.
Oscar brought that man up from nothing. Ain't nobody know about Ryan until social media started kicking in and all that shit. It was still a whole process from the pro debut all the way up to being this famous boxer that he's known to be right now. So when you build somebody up that long and invest that much money and time promoting them and, you know what I mean, spending time getting the right fights for him and shit like that, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean, he start feeling like his shit don't stink and that he know it all and that you gonna feel like you got backstab, bro. Like, I don't rock with Oscar, bro. That's one thing I don't do, but like thinking about it objectively, it's like I could see why he feel slighted by Ryan. Ryan, you know what I mean? He fucked him over.
I definitely understand. Even when you go back and you look at the way the Gervonta Tank Davis fight went and how they left him on that stage, that was foul as hell. But guys, keep in mind one thing. Oscar was dead seriously against that fight happening the way it happened. He didn't like the weight restrictions. He didn't like the rehydration clause. He begged Ryan Garcia not to take that fight under those conditions. And Ryan Garcia really made him small, really told him, dude, do what I tell you to do. That's what got everybody in here thinking that he run the show. You know what I'm saying? And he really don't. And for him to take that knee after that body shot and not get up, basically quit in that ring, it was embarrassing to Golden Boy Promotion to let Ryan push this machismo thing as far as he did, showing everybody how he was willing to concede to all these different things and make this fight happen and to go out that way. You know, Oscar's been having issues with Ryan Garcia as well, because people like to paint it one way to make it look like Ryan Garcia is the only one with an issue here with the way Oscar does. No, clearly Oscar De La Hoya has an issue with the way Ryan Garcia does business. They're both contracted to work with each other. You know what I'm saying? So he has to deal with it. So this is a crazy situation, full circle. It's a real big mess going on right now with Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia.
Facts. I totally agree. All right, with that, can we move over? I just want to slide into the Bud conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe with the possibility of fighting Tim Tszyu. And I think I called that the other day. I think I was definitely on here saying that. Freaking thought I was crazy when I was saying that, didn't he? I said, bro.
Right. Well, I don't know if he thought you were crazy.
Yeah, he thought I was crazy. He thought I was crazy.
Yeah, he felt like there was a better fight for Terrence.
I told him no, because the money would be better. Not only that, he becomes a four-time four division champion. And that 4-division championship can actually go further, especially if he unifies. That I think that cements his career more than staying at the same weight to win a belt you didn't lose in the ring to become 3-time undisputed. I just, you know what I mean? That's just the way I look at it. So I said it. It looks like that may be real hardcore fruition that I just designed in everybody's mind. It may come true. And I mean, I hope I get Earl, but if we don't get that, we definitely get that Tim Tszyu. You like that, right? Yeah. Drop that bar.
What you think about what you think about it, Mark? How's it look?
What was the question again? My fault. I had to listen to it.
Yeah, no problem. So Terrence Bud Crawford, Tim Tszyu. Looks like Bud has Tim Tszyu in his crosshairs. That's who he's looking to fight. What do you think about the matchup? Are you satisfied as a fan? You think that would satisfy you, a fan, to see them fight? Or I know you from Philly. I know you got ties to the home team, and you might have had different ideas of how you felt like this should have worked out. But how do you feel about it?
If right after the Earl Spence fight happened, and I was hearing about the whole situation with Earl reactivating the rematch clause, I said that I wasn't for it. That's not a fight that I wanted to see at this particular time, just because of how dominant fucking Terrence Crawford was in that fight. You know what I mean? I don't think it was a weight issue. I think it was a style issue. So going into it, I was like, yo, there's other fights out here that Bud Crawford could take. And at that point in time, I was a big advocate for him facing Jermell Charlo for undisputed at 154. A lot of things have changed since then. You know what I mean? Tim Tszyu was given the WBO title. And just most recently, Jermell Charlo got stripped of the IBF title, and they're currently about to fight for it at 154 as well. I forgot the dude's name. He's I believe he's like a Eastern European fighter that's going to be fighting for the belt. So that leaves Terrence Crawford. I mean, that leaves Jermell Charlo.
Mazama was it's funny. I'm not trying to say your name. He was like, it's like Magazu.
Yeah. I had read it, but it's not a name that I could easily remember, obviously. So what I'm trying to say is, I was a big advocate for him facing Tszyu. I was like, I would like to see him fight Tszyu. You know what I mean? So he could be a 4-division world champion and then possibly get that unification fight with Jermell. So that way he could become a 3-time undisputed champion. Then after that, he could just ride off into the sunset because he's been contemplating retirement ever since the Earl Spence fight. He feels like he's accomplished everything he needed to accomplish. And that's why he's just talking about taking big money fights now. And that's why he's like, I don't know if he still is currently, but he was chasing the possibility of facing Canelo Alvarez. I think he understands that's far-fetched now, and I think that's why his team is speaking about the possibility of fighting Tszyu, which I love that fight. You know what I mean? I love that fight for him, especially since I heard him say at the post-fight press conference that he was having trouble making 47.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being considered, it's like Tszyu about to move up to 60 within a couple fights. He said that himself. So you might as well grab that WBO title while it's still available. You know what I mean? Especially if he fight in Australia, that might be a good money fight for Crawford to pursue. You know what I mean? I doubt he'll go over there, but you know what I mean? Them Australians, I mean, they
what he go over there before and take the belt?
I think he fought with Jeff Horn.
Yeah,
I don't think that was I think he fought him here. He fought Jeff Horn here.
Okay.
He fought Ricky Burns in Scotland, I think, though. But regardless, I'm for it. I like the possibility of the Tszyu fight. That's a bigger guy. You know what I mean? Tszyu, you know what I mean? He not just as I was a little skeptical about him when he first started coming around, but after that Brian Mendoza fight, I'm like, oh, this dude can actually fight. Like he's of a championship level caliber at 154. I think that he'll beat a lot of the 54 dudes. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good challenge for Bud, step up in weight. And if he's able to accomplish 4 weight classes, that's dope, man. Everything from this point on is legacy defining for Terrence Crawford. It's like you already gonna be considered an all-time great. I don't know where you put him, but you're gonna consider him an all-time great because of him being 2-time undisputed in the 4-belt era, the first one to do it. His legacy is cemented. You know what I mean? It's solidified. So everything he does from this point on is just making his case stronger and stronger, and it makes him climb up that all-time great list one by one, just even more. You know what I mean? So if he's able to conquer 4 weight classes and becomes undisputed in half of them, that's impressive.
What I tell you,
craziness.
Exactly, word for word. Sound like what I said the other day.
Yeah. Ray basically had the same thing. Listen, I'm on board, man. I love the Tszyu fight, and I think the Tszyu fight is a great opportunity for him to collect the belt at you know what I'm saying, at what is it going to be, super welterweight, or what do y'all want to call it, junior middleweight? I don't know what you got.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, whatever. I think it's a great opportunity for him to collect the belt in that space and then make up his mind if he does want to unify and become undisputed. Get that fight with Jermell Charlo, make it make sense, because right now it doesn't make sense for him to fight Jermell Charlo with no belt. He gets that leverage. He builds himself up in that weight class as well, gets stronger in that weight class, and make sure he gives himself the best opportunity to fight a Jermell Charlo, or even go scoop it up from the complicated Russian name dude, right?
Just to make it easy.
You know what I'm saying?
To make that easy. So check this out real quick. So who's in the IBF lineage line right there? Like, who's in that line? If they want, if Bud gets 3 belts, who's in that line to take the fight him for the IBF? Think about it. Champion at 147.
Yeah, right? I didn't know if you were referring to.
Yeah. No, I wanted y'all to jump on that.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say. If you collect that belt, you're saying Jerron could pull up and
we get the fight, and we get the fight, right? And that's a big fight at that point.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see what I said? Jerron need to be at 154 where people ain't gonna run from him or duck from him. I think that's a better division, and I think he can get right there in line for the IBF up there.
I don't think that's a bad idea, but I spoke to Boost not last Sunday, but the Sunday before that, like 2 weeks ago. We was at a Salute the Philly Boxing Awards. It's like the sports bank where Boost got Fighter of the Year. And I spoke to him briefly. We spoke for like 10, 15 minutes. But he was like, man, like, he said I would go to 54, like if the fight right, but like he said that his goal is to get all the belts at 47. He said he want to do that before he go up there. He said he make 47 easy. He not struggling at all. So he said he want to get all them belts. He said he don't care who got him. He doing it for himself. Like he just want to accomplish that. He want to be able to say he did that before he moves up to 54. So if he's really like standing on that, then most likely he not going to move up to 54 unless Bud send him an offer or something, or it's like a big fight somebody offering. But besides that, man, he real like adamant about becoming undisputed at welterweight.
Oh, that's respectful.
You know what I've learned about Boots, that what I'm learning about Boots is he operates, him and his father, they have a game plan and they stick to it, bro. They don't let nobody push him off that game plan. When Bozy says this is what we're doing, Boots won't even speak on it, family. Like he'll speak on it with somebody like Mark at an event or something like that and have a private conversation. But for the most part, they get real committed to that idea. I think you'd have to be, I got you 2 cents for sure. I got you. It would have to be like a pressure move to where Jerron really can't get any fights at 147 for some reason, where it's just becoming difficult, because I think inactivity will motivate him to make a move. If he looks like he's only going to fight once, twice a year, if it's looking like that's what's going to end up happening, I could see them maybe taking consideration into making some other moves. What do you think?
I just think this, and I think I said it, I touched on it before. It's hard for him to get a fight at 147 and it's hard for people to even come up to 147 because there's only like 2 guys that's willing to fight him. And we're talking about guys talking about jumping out the division to move to 154 because it's an easier road for them instead of fighting Boots. Then the owners talk about moving up if he get the Thurman fight, and they both might be moving up to fight at 154. We don't know that, but we're hearing rumbles about that. As far as Boots, he's the boogeyman, and he's really a 147-pound boogeyman. Nobody wants that smoke. Barrios said he'll take it, but if he washes Barrios in the next fight, who do you think you're going to see him with? They're going to have to find somebody from David Avanesian to Karen Kajian to get in the ring from Eastern Europe to fight him that nobody knows about, and he probably has a little information on Boots. 54, I think, is for him because I think he'll get those fighters that are willing to get in the ring with him. Now, if he starts dominating there like he does at 47 and he's moving and doing what he does without, you know what I mean, and these guys not taking the shots like I think they will, then that's a different story. Then, you know.
I'm going to tell you this, and I'm willing to bet this because, bro, I did an interview on YSM. I'm going to pull it up, bro. I'm going to show you. I'm really like Nostradamus out here, bro. I predicted that Earl and Bud were going to fight, and after that, they were going to fight. They were going to move up to 154 and leave Boots fighting for the vacant titles, bro. I told y'all this off the rip. I'm going to find that interview. I got it in my playlist. But I guarantee you this. Keith Thurman is going to find his way to put himself in this equation. He's going to end up getting a title shot for the WBA. Guarantee it. As soon as Bud he let go of that WBA title, Keith Thurman gonna pop out the woodwork, start doing interviews, start talking crazy, throwing the circus, and I guarantee you he gonna end up fighting like Stanionis or somebody for the vacant WBA world title. I'm willing to bet that if he beats Stanionis, I got a fighter at my gym that sparred both of them. Mm-hmm. And for what I heard, he said that. No, I'm lying. He didn't spar Keith. He sparred Virgil and he sparred Stanionis. And he said Stanionis is the hardest puncher he ever been in the ring with, bro. And that man done sparred Bud. He done sparred Stanionis, Virgil Ortiz, Julian Williams. Bro, he done sparred everybody in their mom, bro. Mm-hmm. Like all them dudes.
He said Stanionis got that.
He said Stanionis gonna stop Thurman. That's what he told me. But you know what I mean? I think that Keith gonna be who Keith is and be real mobile and try to outbox Stanionis. I highly doubt he gonna sit in the pocket with Stanionis. He gonna pull out his the bicycle shit that he be on. But let's say he wins the WBA title, Thurman does, or whatever. He ends up getting it, bro. He gonna hold that belt hostage and do whatever the fuck he want. He gonna give Boots a hassle again. I'm telling you.
Right.
Watch. It's gonna be hard for Boots to get all them belts because of Keith. Yep. Keith don't want no smoke with Boots.
Nope.
Yep.
At all.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
Yeah, it sounds like an uphill battle for Jerron at 147. The more we talk about it, it just sounds like an uphill battle for Jerron in 147, and we'll see. I mean, I co-sign what Ray's saying as far as I really like the way he looks at 154 as far as the fights that are there for him to happen. And now that Terrence Crawford is in the conversation, officially in the conversation for going to 154, there's no more assuming or I don't know what he's going to do nonsense. I think that opens up a lot of things. And once again, like we've spoken about before, Ray, him leaving to go 154 automatically opens up 147 when he does that, because now you're going to see the 140 guys feeling a little more confident to come up to 147. All of a sudden, Keith Thurman gets more active. All of a sudden, the Mario Barrioses and the Stanioneses get a lot more dancing partners to fight in there, and both divisions just benefit off of Jerron Boots Ennis taking into consideration to move up to 154 and get the fights that he wants, because he wants Terrence at the end of the day. That's a great story right there at 154 for him and Terrence to fight.
It becomes a money division again. That's the thing. Right now, it's not the money division because everybody's at 140 waiting for that thing, that division to clear up. That's what it is.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that was good talks.
So we got the big topic for me, the big topic, which I think is the topic of the week. I think it's the topic of the week. I don't know if my brothers on the panel saw that interview with His Excellency this week on the Zone to see what his plans are for boxing. And we got to talk about it right here, because I've definitely been very curious about what Saudi Arabia has been wanting to do with boxing. I've been very interested in what that looks like. And I think one of the things that was the big thing for me was like, I wonder if they're going to be like facilitating a bunch of YouTube fights and like fights that have no credibility, or are they going to actually tap into the real boxing scene? And I was very happy, and it made me very optimistic based on an interview that I saw this week. What do you guys think about Saudi Arabia in boxing, and what does it mean for boxing? Is this a positive thing or a negative thing? What do you guys think?
I think it's a gift and a curse. I think by it being a gift, it's showing the boxing fans what can be done when people are brought into the ring and what it would take to do it. The curse is the promoters are going to have to start either gaining weight and doing similar things to get these fights, to keep these guys here or wherever they are in the world to make the big fights. Go ahead.
You about to show something?
Good. You can talk.
Okay, so to make the big fights, and that's going to put pressure on them. So they're going to have to do it, or if not, the fighters are going to end up going over there to fight. And at the end of the day, we just want to see the fights as fans. We don't care about their money, where it's coming from, who's giving it to them, what their bag is, what their pay-per-views are, who dressed like who weighs more. They're in the same division, they make the weight, they get the fight. And we want to see that. And that's what I think we all want to see. At the end of the day, we see too much of the outside fan base saying what a person should do and what they have to concede to, or what this person needs to get this fight, or what this person is not doing and why he's ducking this fight. Like, I'm so tired of that, bro. What this dude is saying is he wants to fight and he want to keep it going. I want to see what he got, because he's going to put pressure on these promoters. The street, that imaginary line, I think Claymore, you was touching on this, that says we on this side of the street, that's going to disappear. And when it disappears, we're going to see. And you know what? I shout this out in the chat when you did your other video. I mean, the comment section. ABC, NBC Sports, CBS Sports all had boxing. Went off of national TV airways. It went to USA. It went to MSG. And it went to HBO. No, it was actually before HBO. It went to ESPN. Those were the three channels that started doing cable boxing. And it went from there to premium channels, which is HBO, Showtime, right? And then you had to get like FS1 instead of Fox Sports. You had to get FS1. All these things were premium channels. And all the pay-per-views started streaming from there. Once all these pay-per-views started streaming, now everybody want to be on pay-per-view. So now boxing has taken ways into different elements, right? People of each time did not want to see these things. I didn't want to see pay-per-view when I was watching Mike Tyson. I'm like, why he fight on HBO? Why do I want to see him fighting on pay-per-view? I got to go watch the fight somewhere. Lucky we had those little black boxes with the, you know what I mean? You could throw the chip in, but you know what I mean? We did that. They still got the ratings back then, but now you're in a situation where streaming of boxing is very important in the game. And being that you can stream boxing, that's changing the game. And now you got this guy who has multi-billions of dollars that he's willing to dish out and just pay these fighters, yo, we're going to see some real action. And regardless if you like it or not, it's going to happen. And at the end of the day, that's what we got to look at. That's for real.
Yep. What do you think, Mark?
Before I get into that, let me show y'all I found a prediction that I made that is actually coming true. This was April 19th of 2021, so this was almost 3 years ago, where I spoke with Jamil Parker, YSM Sports Media. So just give it a listen real quick. Let's see.
All right.
He made that real loud and clear.
Let me see.
Very loud and clear.
Mark, do you think that Boots clears out 147 pounds?
Well, this is what I think is going to happen, right? Because I talk about this a lot because, you know, Boots is like the biggest name going on in Philly right now besides, you know, Danny Garcia's and all that. But as of right now, the hottest topic is Jaron Ennis. And what I personally think is going to happen is Earl Spence is going to fight Ugas in July. That's what they stand. And if it's not in July, it's sometime down this year. And whatever happens, I believe, well, let's just say in a scenario, Earl Spence beats Ugas and gets 3 belts, right? I personally believe that Crawford's holding out until this is a theory of mine. I don't know. In October, he's getting released by Top Rank. Well, his contract is up with Top Rank. So they either going to fight at the end of next year, the end of this year or early next year. And the winner will move up to 154, right? So what happens, what's going to happen is the title is going to be vacant. If Boots is going to be the number 1 mandatory for the IBF, he's going to end up fighting the number 2 or the number 3 guy for the vacant IBF title. And I think he'll just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Is he capable of sweeping the division? Yes, he has the skill set. He has the talent. He has everything it takes in a fighter to be the very best in his division and wipe out a division. The top guy is going to stay in that division while he's attempting to clear out the division. I don't know. I don't think he's personally going to fight the Earl Spences and the Terrence Crawfords or maybe even the Danny Garcias until he moves up to 154.
What's going on? They all moving up to 54, and now we talking about Boots gonna have to go up to 54 to fight these dudes. Right. I said that almost 3 years ago, bro.
Yep,
3 years ago.
Yo, Mark, like at the end of the day, that's called, you know, your experience was coming out in that conversation for just understanding the obstacles that just made sense that was going to come his way and the considerations that he was going to have to take to move his career forward. And, you know, it also developed as the years went by, just watching him have to fight, you know, he had to look bad against Karen to even get that fight with Roman Villa. If he didn't look, and it's not that he looked bad, but if he didn't look human in that fight, if Karen didn't dance around him that way, because you remember how the rumors are going around, like, Boots didn't even look, and we all know what. Yeah, we all know why he looked like what he didn't. To me, he didn't even look bad. It was really just no fight. It was a boring fight. But if he didn't have that, he still probably wouldn't have been in the conversation. You know what I mean? So it's just at 147 with a record like he has. What is he like? 31 wins, 28 knockouts, some kind of record like that. You know, nobody wants to get in the ring with this dude. We all hope that when Jaron Boots Ennis collected that belt, that would make it to where people would have to fight him. But I think we know that they don't. The champions don't have to fight him. They can beat around the bush and fight mandatories, and you know what I'm saying, and hold him there and wait him out like a year or two and hope that he starts getting weight drain, hope that his body starts filling up and then it becomes hard for him to make 147. Then all of a sudden they're going to want to take advantage of that. So, you know, Boots got decisions to make. It's not, you know, when you're a great fighter in boxing, it's just not easy for you if you don't have that star power. Right. And Boots is just a fighter who's always going to be high risk, and the reward isn't going to be always that great if he doesn't have a belt, because he doesn't have that star quality yet about him. And hopefully somebody will help him out with that. But yeah, that's how I see it, man. Make complete sense what you said.
He has star quality. He just needs to be given the opportunity to show the world that he's a star, because he's exciting, bro. He could do everything. He could do everything. It's just the fact that nobody's giving him the opportunity to face the elite. So we don't really know how good he is at this point in time. I've seen him box in the gym and everything like that. But what matters is what goes on under them lights. It don't matter what going on in the gym. It happens when you in that ultimate moment under them bright lights. You know what I mean? Boots has everything it takes to be a star. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what's crazy is he's not even a trash talker at all, but his performances do all the talking for him. Every time he fights, people go crazy, bro. Like that Romain Villa fight, bro. People were going ape shit over that performance. Clips everywhere going viral. He has what it takes. It's just that he hasn't fought one of them guys yet. You know what I'm saying? I wish Sean Porter would have stuck around. I would have loved to have seen Boots fight Sean Porter.
Right. And Sean would have fought him.
Sean would have definitely fought him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially for the IBF.
Right.
That's a belt that Sean Porter had at one time, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, the WBC.
Kell Brook took him.
Kell Brook took it from him, yeah.
Yeah, so he would have definitely fought him for that. You know what I mean? It's sad that he had to walk away for whatever reason, but Boots,
his daddy,
he just gonna have to get it from the mud, bro, because these high level guys ain't gonna want to fight him right now. So he's just gonna have to get belt by belt. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to get every belt to just continue, you know what I mean, building on his resume. And then as he starts to pick up more attention and things like that, maybe them guys will look his way. Or maybe he has to wait until these other guys come up and become big names to fight him. Maybe he gotta wait until Teofimo come up or Devin Haney come up, or
they ain't gonna go up for him.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like Bernard Hopkins, you know what I mean? He was winning, right? He was winning, but he was having trouble getting those like big names until Trinidad moved up to 60, until De La Hoya moved up to 60. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe he might be in that situation where he got to wait until a name hop into his division. And it might be that, or maybe he has to move up to 54 and get some smoke up there. You know what I mean? We just got to see how it play out. I don't know right now.
I think that Boots' legacy right now looks like it might be a little bit tied into Terrence's legacy a little bit, as far as Terrence is going to be the one that I envision gives him the boost, gives him the fight that gives him that star quality. The question is, would it happen at 147, 154? And I think it's clearly right now with him looking at fighting Tszyu, as far as Terrence Crawford is concerned, the opportunity for Boots. It says Boots has to sit down with his pops, and they really got to have that conversation and see where they're sitting and how they feel about the chances of them getting the right fights that they need to get, because that's what Boots need. He needs that signature fight right now, and 147 just doesn't seem like it has it for him. Even if he you know, and then getting undisputed just seems difficult. The scenario that Mark put out there, as far as the possibility that Keith Thurman could secure one of those belts, that WBA belt, and really just babysit that belt and just make it difficult. Boots needs that signature fight, and there's fights up at 154 that could possibly give him that boost that he needs in the star category in his and as far as like even with Herring Symbol in here saying, you know, he needs to fight someone, and I agree. The question is who's going to fight him, because I don't think there's any questions for anybody in this chat room right now as far as whether or not Boots would fight somebody. The question is who's going to take the fight on and fight Boots. What big star quality fighter is going to jump in the ring with Boots Ennis and give him that opportunity?
That's the issue. And like I said, and that's what I was saying to you before. That's what I was saying the other day. Actually, when I was on the other channel and I was debating the host of the channel, that's exactly my argument. And sometimes you got to look at the reality of things. I'm not taking anything away.
Drop that link for him. He been talking crazy in the group chat. He said Sean said he would never fight him, referring to Boots. He also said he would never fight Terrence Crawford and then fought him, right? He said Terrence Crawford was his friend and he'll never fight him, and he ended up fighting him because he became the #1 for the WBO. So there ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. If you want to come on, go ahead, bro. He got a lot of
he lived close to you.
He in Philly. That's man. That's the brother. Wait till you hear his voice, bro. And guess his age when he comes up here. He coming. Frequent that guy, man. Frequent that guy.
What's up, Freak?
There he is, Mr. Frequent Flyer.
What's up, y'all?
Salute. Salute, Frequent. So say your piece, man. How do you feel about it?
About that?
Sure, whatever. Yeah, whatever's on your mind.
Well, Sean Porter himself said that he would never fight Boots. He said I'm leaving him to y'all young cats. That's what he said.
But he also said he'll never fight Bud because that was his friend and he ended up fighting him.
That was a different scenario. He wasn't saying that because he's saying that about Bud from endearment. He's just saying that from Boots because he don't want to fight Boots.
Bro, he said he don't want to, but that don't change the fact that he said he wouldn't fight Bud. He said it on the record multiple times that he would never fight Bud because of his friend. So what
you don't think that's a totally different scenario?
No, it's not.
You're talking about not fighting one because you don't think that you could beat him, and then you're talking about the other one because it's endearment.
It's different reasons why he's saying he won't fight them, but what they share in common is the fact that he's saying that he won't fight him. He said he won't fight Boots. He said he won't fight Bud, but it was different reasons. But it don't change the fact that he made that initial statement. You see what I mean? So,
but at the same time, he's talking about one. He's talking about not fighting one out of fear, and he's talking about not fighting the other out of love. It's two different things, bro.
Bottom line, money make that fight.
If you fear to fight somebody, you're less likely to fight them than if you don't want to fight a person because you're friends with them. Y'all could be friends and fight and still be friends afterwards and get the bag. But if you're fearing somebody, you just don't think you could beat them, then why would you fight? Go into a fight not that you don't think that you can win. That was the difference.
Wait, why you put that on the screen?
So if we just gonna assume,
simple, bro.
So if we just gonna assume that Sean Porter not fighting him because he's scared, what does that say about the rest of the division that don't want to fight Boots? Are they scared too?
No, we're not going to
the cliche that fighters not scared of anybody. They fighters.
No, we're not assuming because Sean Porter himself said it. That's facts if he say it himself.
Right. Show me where he said he was scared of Boots.
So look, let's clarify it.
He said
clarify it. Let me clarify.
Wait, hold on. I think what Jay Cash, the money man, right now said, I co-sign that a little bit more than as far as like, I'm not going to sit here and say Sean Porter is scared of Boots. I just can't co-sign that. But I'm going to read what he said, and maybe we can build on that. Because we are about to wrap this up in like another 20 minutes. So he says that, and this is towards Frequent. He's actually saying this to Frequent. He said, I think Sean said that because he retires now, and he knows that towards the tail end of his career, he ain't want. Wait, he ain't
meant to say none of that.
Yeah.
He said that before he fought.
Wait.
He said that before he fought Bud.
No, he didn't.
Okay, but we all know that. Listen, okay, well, let me just read the last part. But prime Sean would have fought Boots. I think prime Sean Porter would have had no problem fighting Boots. I think where Sean Porter was at in his career, there was already questions and rumblings in the air about what Sean Porter was going to do. And his father and Sean Porter already confirmed that they were already having conversations about potentially retiring. That the only reason Sean really hung around, he saw an opportunity to get a title fight in the fight Terrence Crawford. That's only because he didn't even want to fight Terrence Crawford.
Right,
he only fought Terrence Crawford because of the
he forced Terrence Crawford to fight him, right?
Right.
Terrence Crawford. He forced him. He forced Terrence Crawford to fight him, but right after he fought Terrence Crawford, he retired. But before he even fought Terrence Crawford is when he made his statement about Boots. He was still an active fighter.
Okay, but what he said about Boots, he didn't say he was afraid of Boots. First of all, let's clarify.
Right. That's
what he
said. Crazy. He's not scared of Boots.
What he said was something about Boots needs to be tested. He ain't fight nobody yet. Is what he said. When Boots called him out,
I guess you didn't see.
That was after he retired, and Boots said something to him like after that fight. He was like, "Yo, why don't you come fight me then?" He's like, "I'm not going to fight you."
Do you watch the Porter podcast? The Sean Porter podcast?
Like his first or second episode when he's had this conversation.
Well, you had to miss the episode when he clearly said, "I'm not fighting that dude." He said, "I'm leaving him up to them young cats." That's what he said. He didn't.
Right.
But he was
but Frequent. I don't think that justifies or says that that's a fear thing. It's more of there's no reason for me to fight somebody like that.
There's
no real reason for me to fight somebody like that who's as risky as he is and as a tough of a fight as he would be, what would I gain from fighting him when I know I'm on my way out the door? I know I just need to fight a couple of legacy fights. If there's an opportunity for me to get some belts or something like that. At that time when he said that, Boots had nothing. So why fight somebody who we know is tough as Boots is? It's not about fear. That's just about strategy. You know what I'm saying? I just find it hard to believe that if Sean Porter was sitting here right now, that he would ever co-sign any kind of fear talk. Like, boxers ain't talking fear talk. You know what I'm saying? Most boxers, especially like Sean Porter, the grit that he's shown in his career, it's kind of a shot at his legacy to even insinuate that this man, who's one of the dog of dogs in the welterweight division, the way he fights, the way he brings to the table, that he actually had a fear of somebody and that made him avoid fighting somebody, right? Like, I just don't believe that's what it is.
I mean, we know we're not talking about he's terrified of the man or nothing like that, but I'm saying that he was acknowledging his skills and saying, I can't do nothing with that. You know, and I'm not willing to get in the ring and fight that guy. Saying I'm not.
Sean Porter would ever say he can't beat Boots.
Right.
That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is risk. He's speaking towards risk reward. He's just talking about what it is at the end of the day, the business of boxing. He's saying he's a tough fighter. It would be a tough fight. And why would I fight a tough fight right now in the career of somebody who has nothing?
But y'all fluffing it up. Y'all adding stuff. He didn't say nothing about the risk reward and all of that stuff that y'all adding up and all of the different.
We know that.
Frequent. He was already retired.
Y'all assuming that, bro. And he wasn't already retired. We already established that, Ray. He was not retired. It was before he fought Terrence Crawford.
What was more of a risky fight around that time? Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, or Boots Ennis?
Well, I think he had already fought Errol, didn't he? I think he already fought
Boots.
No, I'm talking about Sean Porter. He had already fought Errol. It was between
I'm just trying to show you the tough fighters that he fought. Why would he fight Boots?
Oh, because Sean Porter was still a contender, and Boots was coming up, and everybody else was ducking him. Nobody wouldn't fight him, and they were saying who would fight him. You know, and they asked him would he fight him. He said, "Man, I ain't fighting that dude." He said, "I ain't doing nothing with him. I'm leaving him up to them young cats." That's what he said. He didn't say, "Oh, it's a high risk, low reward," or he's just going after legacy fights and none of that stuff.
Frequent, I'm definitely adding that, right? Like, he didn't say low risk reward. He didn't say none of that, right? But what I'm speaking to is, and listen, at the same time, he didn't say low risk, no reward. He also didn't say he was scared of Boots, right? So both of us are adding our own parts to it, right? What I'm saying is, where we're meeting in the middle as far as agreeing that he made a conscious decision not to fight Boots Ennis. Where we're disagreeing at is the reasons behind it. You're choosing the path of saying that Sean Porter had some fear in him, and that's why he didn't do it. And I'm having a hard time resonating with that reason why. It makes more sense to me just knowing the Sean Porter that left boxing and the Sean Porter that we all watch box. It makes more sense to me that Sean Porter would have moved out the way of a Boots Ennis because it didn't make sense to fight him at that time because of what Boots brought to the table and didn't offer Sean Porter anything sustainable, nothing tangible that would make Sean Porter a champion or do anything for his legacy. And he was towards the end of his fighting career at that time.
Yo, what is Harris Symbol talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Me avoiding smoke about my fighter from Philly? Like, what is you talking about? You said a prime Sean Porter would stop Jerron Ennis. Yo, what elite fighter has Sean Porter ever stopped? Like, what is you talking about, bro? What elite welterweight has Sean Porter ever stopped?
About your fighter.
Like, what is you talking about? He ain't stopped Broner. He gonna stop Boots? Come on, dog. Cut it out. He couldn't even stop fucking that last European dude that he fought.
Did he fight Paulie?
He stopped Paulie.
Okay.
Yeah.
He stopped Paulie. He stopped Andre Berto, guys like that. You ain't stopping no Jerron Ennis, bro. Cut it out, bro.
Who we talking about stopping Jerron Ennis?
He said a prime Sean Porter would stop Jerron Ennis.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, I don't know why it sounds like there's some hate for Jerron Ennis because that don't make no sense. Especially Sean Porter.
Wasn't he in his prime when he fought?
That Sean Porter stopped. Let's see.
Wasn't he in his prime when he fought AB? He couldn't stop AB. AB was the first person that put him down.
Right? He couldn't stop. He could not stop him for sure. That is definitely a good let's see. I'm gonna tell you Sean Porter's last.
Sean Porter 30, man. I'm standing on that. He just don't let his hands go now.
The last person Sean Porter stopped was in 2017. It was Andre Berto.
Yeah, that's what I said. He said he stopped. He stopped Andre Berto, but Andre Berto been shot for years.
Right.
Wait, but wasn't that controversial though when he stopped him? Yeah, he was headbutting him and stuff.
Yeah. All right, at the end of the day.
And before that, he knocked out somebody named Eric Bonet.
Right, 2015.
Yo, that must be a Boots hater down there. Somebody, or they don't watch Boots or something.
Now he quiet as shit.
That's my dude, man. He just, he like Brock. He's a Bud fan.
Oh, you know him?
No. I'm just saying, like, that's the guy that was telling me he respect me and stuff like that. Like, I got him, but I'm just saying he's a Bud fan.
Okay.
He's a Bud fan, so he's gonna stand on his stone. There's nothing wrong with that. Let him live. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't get at him, but let him live.
You could be a Bud fan without saying Sean Porter gonna beat Boots though, knock him out.
Yeah, for real. I ain't gonna lie. That's a little bit. He's violating a little bit like that. There's no reason for that. Like that's just not true.
He could be a Bud fan, but that statement got nothing to do with Bud.
All he gotta say is he thinks that Sean Porter could beat Boots, or that's cool, but knock him out is aggressive. Well, whatever. It's whatever. Listen, man.
I got you.
It's whatever, man. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, man.
Claymore, it's as simple as this, and I'm not trying to change the topic. And please forgive me. 2 cents if you're here.
He's probably literally about to change the topic.
I am. So look, I'm changing the fighters. I'm changing the fighters. You know what I mean? I'm changing the fighters. Look.
Okay.
It's the same thing with Devin. They ain't come up with Tank, right? You can talk about any fighter with Devin. It ends up with Tank and Devin at the end of the day. So it's the same thing. I just think that it's the same relevance that Boots and Bud's names have been resonating together for like the last year and a half. And then someone brought another fighter in because they like this fighter. They throw somebody else in there, you know what I mean? And they just go rock with that fighter against that guy that's supposed to fight that guy. You know what I mean? That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, I mean, Sean Porter's not even really part of the conversation. He's not fighting, he's retired. But yeah. I mean, I'll just go on record to say I disagree. I don't.
Sean Porter like 190 walking around. He might be more than that walking around. He ain't fighting nobody.
But it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But look, guys, we about to close it up soon because we getting ready to go. You know, my brother Mark has got his. Mark, you still on for 10?
Yeah, like 10:30. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, so we're gonna stay on for a little longer, man. I'm sitting here trying to do this for you, bro, and you saying 10:30, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sit still for a second.
Stay on, bro. Stay on. Yeah, 10:30.
You still in the building?
You chilling? You chilling? Huh?
So 2 cents.
You still here? She probably bounced. But you know what we can talk. You know what we can talk about. Mark, I'm dying. I mean, I was going to save this. I mean, we could continue this on your platform, but I have an idea for David Benavidez. I've been thinking about what should David Benavidez be doing. So let me shoot this at you. You let me know what this scenario sounds like for you, okay?
Okay.
So if David Benavidez can't secure this fight with Canelo Alvarez, I know everybody wants to see him potentially fight David Morrell, right? Everybody's interested in potentially watching him fight David Morrell. And I would love a David Morrell fight. But I also, for me personally, I want to see David Benavidez get a real strap. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Because I know, I'm so old. I'm always put myself in the position for these damn things. For
when
a
you
real
say
belt.
a real strap, what you mean? Oh, a belt?
Right, man. Yeah, Frequent. You know damn well I'm talking about a belt. What else am I talking about? What am I talking about, Frequent?
Yo, Frequent is trolling, man. Stop
He's just trying to get me, bro. He's just trying to get me, bro.
Put him in the back.
Who else got a belt there, though? Who else got a belt there?
Nobody. Here's my idea, right? Here's my idea.
So why you say that? Okay.
Let him talk.
No, here's what I said. All right, so I'm gonna build, right? And it's gonna make a little sense in like 2 seconds. It's gonna make sense. So I've always been for a while now. I've been saying I think David Benavidez might have to consider going to light heavyweight to really get an opportunity to get out of Bivol or better Biev, you know, some sort of fight that's gonna get him a real belt because I believe he deserves it. I really want to see him get a belt. I think he deserves it, and he's been getting robbed by Canelo's you know what I'm saying, antics, we'll say, at this point of holding
favoritism. That's what it is, favoritism. Because WBC won't mandate the fight.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So here's my idea, guys. So His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh, is very interested in the light heavyweight division right now. His biggest focus right now is this fight between Beterbiev and Bivol. He's even went on to say that he doesn't even care about the price. He understands that money was the issue, that these guys weren't marketable, that big pay-per-views didn't make sense with them. He says he doesn't care. He's going to throw the money in that, make it a big pay-per-view, because he knows that's what boxing needs. So here's my idea. Turki Al-Sheikh also said that he was interested in bringing up Jai Opetaia. We all know who he is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Jai Opetaia is a cruiserweight right now. He's about to fight for that IBF, for his IBF title at cruiserweight, but he's interested in matching up Jai Opetaia to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. So my thing is, okay, well, you know what? Why don't we bring up David Benavidez, have him fight Jai, and the winner between them two fight for an undisputed title? Huh?
I thought Jai was a cruiserweight.
But Al-Sheikh, Turki Al-Sheikh wants to bring Jai down to light heavyweight to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. That's what he wants to do. He has interest in doing that, right?
Podcast. What's up?
Right.
Give him a minute, because I really want his answer on this. I want to see how he feels about it.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna ask him to drop the link and ask him if he want to have a little conversation with Hearing Symbols over on his channel. You know what I mean, when he pop on, because a lot of y'all can deal with that on that channel. We try not to do the the hardcore beat stuff. We just try to talk boxing over
we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. Hearing, go ahead with that.
I'm pretty sure Mazuma would love to have you up on this channel. Y'all
a little bit. Mazuma might not actually.
Well, who beefing?
Nobody. No,
he wants to debate you on Boots Ennis' star quality, Mazuma. But
bro, don't nobody care about that, bro.
That's what you're talking about.
Bro, I said so many times on my channel, bro. Don't nobody care about who the A side or who's selling out what, bro. If we boxing fans, we need to be talking about who we want to see fight, bro. Bro, listen, bro. Like I said, I've been a part of the business aspect of boxing. When I come on here, I don't care to talk about that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be talking about this shit as if y'all getting a cut of this. Like y'all over here, like these channels be make a career out of pocket watching, bro. Bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of that. Let's be boxing fans. Let's see the best fight the best. Let's see our favorite fighters fight. Your favorite fighters. Like, let's see this shit happen. Y'all keep talking about Boots can't sell out a theater. Bro, who cares? Who cares? Who could beat him? That's what I care about. Who could beat Boots? And who do you want to see Boots fight? That's it.
There you go.
That's it. 100%. And I want to add on to what Mark just said. One thing you're going to find different on this platform right here, and you're going to find it the same on Mark's platform, is it gets real spicy when y'all start talking about people's money. We don't care for it. We don't want to hear it. We don't care about who sold how many pay-per-views. We genuinely, not only do we not care about, I got goosebumps on my arms. Listen, I want to be clear. Not only do we not care about it, but it's quite insulting, because where we come from, and each one of us have our own backgrounds here, and we come from neighborhoods. Talking about other people's money is the most taboo thing you could do. We just don't do it. Never, ever been raised to do it. Don't know how to do it. Can't even take the conversation serious. It almost is insulting to me to bring it up to me to ask me, what do you think about this dude's money? I'm going to look at you on this platform weird, and even in the streets, if somebody, I got a son, and he come to me and be like, yo, Kodak Black, he got a whole bunch of money. I'm going to check him right there. I'll pull him in right now. He'll tell you. We don't talk about people's money. So if you want to talk about boxing, talk about, the star quality as far as Boots' star quality. If we bring that up, it's just strictly off of the fact that we understand that other fighters are taking that into consideration before fighting him. And that's why we said that he does need to get a signature fight. And we're trying to place him in a position to get that signature fight. But we're not going to sit here and talk about whether he's a star or not. We understand already. I'm the one who said it. The star quality part is a part that's stopping him from getting the fights he wants, because the fighters who want to fight against him are weighing that out. But we ain't talking about people's money up in here. We ain't pocket watching. I promise you.
And Claymore is allergic to it too.
I am, bro. My skin got goosebumps right now. I need to go get the calamine lotion.
Calamine lotion.
In all due respect, he apologized to the channel and to the guests. So we accept that. We're just trying to talk boxing. That's all, brother. That's all. We good.
It's all good, Herring. Yeah. I'm sorry if I got a little spicy, but I'm gonna be real with you. That's one way to get everybody going on here. That's why I tried my best to get away from it when I saw him say the theater and the start there. I'm like, yo, don't even do it because it's gonna go left. We don't care.
And also, let me put this out there real quick. We definitely not anti-Bud either.
Facts. You
know what I'm saying? We're not anti-Bud over here, man. Bud done did his thing, man, this decade.
That's it. Ain't nobody taking it.
What is he offended by?
Yeah, he said that earlier. I don't know what he means by it.
I just got offended because of Boots Ennis. So you offended that we talking about Boots Ennis?
Oh wait, no, I just got offended because of Boots Ennis, and he was looking at my comments and not responding. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I know. Please,
My bad.
That sounds crazy, bro. Harry, bro. Let's just get back to boxing.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. Because he was cooking on something else, and I think it just probably got.
But at the same time, Aaron, you good, bro? But bro, we might not respond, bro. We might be deep. Yeah, that's
Aaron, you wildin'. They don't want to say it, but you wildin'. Chill out, homie.
Nah, he's good.
Breathe, man. Enjoy the show, man. Enjoy the show. But Mark, back to finishing what I say. What do you think?
Jay Opataya, tell me about that.
So Turkey Al-Sheikh said that he wants to bring Jay Opataya down to light heavyweight, and he wants him to fight the winner of Bivol. He already said he's willing to pay to see him fight against either Bivol or Beterbiev. That's what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, give David Benavidez an opportunity to fight for that spot. Let him fight Jay Opataya at 175 for the opportunity to fight for undisputed light heavyweight champion at 175, because there will be an undisputed champion after Beterbiev and Bivol fight each other.
It's a fact.
What do you think about that?
Benavidez fighting Opataya. I just want to get an understanding of what you're saying.
Yeah. So Benavidez fighting Opataya for
the
winner of them
undisputed.
Right.
That's a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fight. Opataya I just started hearing about him recently, but from what I've seen from him, that boy dangerous, man. That boy dangerous. And I think that as Benavidez moves up in weight, he's gonna face bigger challenges, because in all honesty, David Benavidez is a huge super middleweight. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I think that his size difference amongst his opposition at super middleweight plays to his benefit a lot. Now, when you move up to 175 and they coming down, they cutting the same amount of weight as you, they're the same size as you, how are you going to be able to deal with that? Because it's going to get to a point in time where Benavidez is going to run into somebody that he may have the same reach as. He might run into somebody who is a good counter puncher. You know what I mean? Because Benavidez does throw a lot of punches, and you're most vulnerable when you're throwing shots. So you might run into somebody. You might have somebody that might have that equalizer on him, like Beterbiev.
Mark, you think David Morrell is that guy?
He's that. Yeah, he
can. Yes, he can do it.
He's a monster. No, Morrell's a monster. I was talking to Jamil about this. Jamil Parker, YSM Sports Media. I was talking to him about it a couple weeks ago, and he firmly believes Morrell could beat Benavidez. I need to see a little bit more of Morrell. We got to take into consideration that this dude only got like 10 fights,
right?
10 fights. So we got to see more of him. We got to see him actually fight somebody that we know of. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing him fight like a Caleb Plant or something like that to really assess where he's at. But if he were to see Caleb Plant, then that's an eye opener. You know what I mean? That's like something that would totally catch me off guard. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Morrell, as of right now, he looked like he gonna be that dude at 68. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like Morrell's gonna be that guy, and I could even see him going to light heavyweight at some point as well too. He got a big frame on him, man. He can go up there
sooner than later though. He might be
right. He a big guy. He a big guy, bro.
His power. Only thing that bothers me is that, and everybody thinks I'm crazy when I say he got weird footwork. I know he's a boxer. I know he knows how to, you know what I mean, take steps in and you know what I mean, move and bounce. You know what I mean, slide to side, but his footwork just be mean, because I think nobody gets out his way and he traps him in the corner and he just stands. He just goes forward. I haven't seen him really have to shuffle have to dip, pivot, none of that. And it makes me like wonder like how good is he? Like
I don't think he's faced the opposition that has forced him to pull that out.
Right.
That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Like it just looks weird because
his resume not there yet. We just got to see him take on some tougher opposition and really assess where he at. That's all. He might be the goods.
He might.
You know what I'm saying?
Adding to what you just said, Mark. I think Caleb Plant is a great fight for him because I think Caleb will show those things. Those are the kind of the kind of person who's going to make us see if he can check those boxes or not. Because Caleb's not going to fight him like everybody else did, and Caleb got great footwork. He's going to dance all up in there.
One of the best in the division that don't got a title.
So basically, y'all saying y'all don't think that he ready for Benavidez yet?
No. Benavidez is like a perfect opponent for him.
I think at this point in time, Benavidez would beat him. Because I think that Morrell is going to give Benavidez exactly what he's looking for, and they're just coming forward, you know what I mean, being the aggressor. That's the type of fights that Benavidez likes to partake in, you know what I mean? And I think that it's a lose-lose situation for Benavidez. I'd love to see it. I'm not rejecting the fight at all, but I think it's a situation where it's like if he beats him, you're supposed to beat him. He only got 10 fights, and if you lose to him, it's like, oh, you're not as good as you thought you were. You lost to somebody with 10 fights. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I would love to see if they make it happen. I'm definitely tuned in. I'm buying a pay-per-view, whatever. But I don't know if that's the best fight for Benavidez to take right now. I think at this point in time, they're at different stages of their career.
Is it me? But I just be thinking that, you know, when you be seeing those prospects coming up and they be doing some damage, I be thinking like, you know, somebody like Benavidez need to hurry up and jump on them before they, you know, get that experience. Hurry up and beat them before they become something, you know? That's what I be thinking. I don't know.
Here's the thing. They move
in just pulled that from the Floyd Mayweather book.
Yeah, they in two different sanctions. They move in different.
Floyd did the Canelo. He's like, let me stop your momentum real quick, brother.
Let me get you right quick.
That's
now
like smart to me. I think they should. That's what they need to be doing.
Look, at the end of the day, I mean, I disagree on Benavidez beating him because I think that I think that he kind of has like that Wilder like jab, but he got a loaded gun, right? We know that. And I think that the way Benavidez fights, he leaves a lot of openings. And when that loaded gun starts swinging and he starts throwing them hooks, that leaves him vulnerable. But at the same time, it comes down to that footwork. Is that footwork going to be enough to get out the way of the 20 million shots that Benavidez is throwing? So is that a real true 50-50 fight? Absolutely. Absolutely. It might even be 45-55 at the end of the day. It's a close fight because they're two powerhouses and they come with two different styles. And that makes a difference in boxing. That's what you want. Again, we always say it. Styles make fights. And that would be a really good one for that reason. But we'll look, what time will tell. Either light heavyweight or they're going to stay right there, junior super middleweight, and get it on. Hopefully it's soon.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
let me read this right quick before it gets cold, because I also want to. Rollo Green just said something as well. But Jay Cash, the money man, says I think Benavidez can possibly beat Bivol. He not going to be punching Bivol in the arms for 12 rounds like Canelo did. But question is, how does Benavidez deal with Bivol boxing skill? What do you guys think?
No, Bivol, on the other hand, is also a straight come forward fighter. But Bivol has a lot. See, he has footwork, and he actually is very. I don't have to talk to Mark. Mark knows what I'm talking about. And when he comes in, he has that little, you know what I mean, like coming in, got the guard up, coming down, and he's checking as he's doing it. He's closing distance. So with that closing distance, he's using powerful jabs. He's not just using like light just taps and feints a lot. You know what I mean? And when he does a feint, his feint comes from this hand. So you're preparing for this, and that's when he drops the hook in. And he does that a lot if you watch Bivol. So that's a hard fight too, especially him being a little larger and that power being there. We see he hurt Canelo, but at the same time, Canelo hurt him. So it's very possible that Benavidez can. I'm not saying he rocked him. I'm saying like he put some pressure on him. He got some good shots.
Yes, sir. I understand. What do you think, Mark?
I know somebody that was personally there when Bivol and Benavidez sparred, and they said Benavidez was getting off on him. No, that's sparring. You know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily mean that's going to translate into the real fight, but it gives you an idea of what can happen. and really analyzing both of them guys' style, it's like Bivol is usually the dude that is known for his high volume. Like if he needs to throw a lot of punches, that's exactly what he's gonna do. There was a point. There was several rounds throughout the Canelo fight where it seemed like he wasn't just gonna stop. It seemed like the whole 3 minutes he was just dropping bombs on Canelo for the whole 3 minutes, especially when Canelo was on the ropes. Benavidez is tall, rangy, and he's able to match the output of Bivol, so he may be able to neutralize Bivol's combination punching. Another thing that I've noticed, I haven't really broke it down too much yet, but it seems like Bivol is extremely reliant on the high guard for his defense. You know what I mean? I don't really see too much head movement. He doesn't seem like the most elusive dude. It seems like he catches a lot of shots on the gloves whenever he needs to be defensive. And somebody like Benavidez, who's an extremely creative combination puncher, they eat the high guard up, bro. You know what I mean? They come around it. You know what I mean? They can shoot in between. And I think that the high guard will hurt Bivol in that type of situation. I think that Benavidez will have a lot of success with, you know what I mean, getting through Bivol's defense. That's what I personally believe. But it's a tough fight. I can't really sit here and act like Bivol won't be a threat to Benavidez, because he definitely will be. But I think stylistically, I think that Benavidez is capable of getting. I don't think he'll stop Bivol at all. But what I am saying is I think that he can outpoint him. That's what I believe.
I can see that.
Do you see it looking a little Caleb Plantish as far as the way that fight went a little bit, as far as, you know, just ultimately wearing Bivol down? Or do you think Bivol's just a little bit more tricky than Caleb, and it's just going to be a different looking fight?
No.
Caleb Plant had a lot of success because of how mobile he was.
Right.
Bivol has a lot of in and out type movements and things of that nature, but I wouldn't say he's necessarily the most mobile guy. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't think he's necessarily going to take you for a walk around the ring and things like that. I also think that when I watch Bivol, bro, he got that European style in terms of like throwing a lot of straight shots. I mean, a lot of straight shots. You know what I mean? And that's what Benavidez had mentioned about the sparring session. He's like, yo, he throws good straight shots, but besides that, like, it's not really much to him. And that's what he experienced from sparring. And when you watch his fights, it's pretty much the same thing. You know what I mean? So I think that Benavidez will have more opportunities to land on Bivol than he would against somebody like Caleb Plant, because Caleb Plant was moving the entire time. Right. Took the legs from him. You know what I mean? The body shots took the legs from him. He admitted it himself. The body shots took his legs, and then after that, that's when he started standing in the pocket and defending himself against Benavidez, and that's when Benavidez punished him. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it'll be a different fight.
I want to take some time. Well, I want to take some time to say something to the panel, and I want you guys to recognize something. A difference between my panel, because we on my platforms, on my panel, than a lot of other panels. You see how we just talking boxing up here? How exclusively boxing it is? How we like this is boxing at its finest up here going on right here. We really talking about techniques. We're talking about strategies. We're talking about fighters and their styles. We're not talking about no pay-per-view number, their star pulling power. We're not talking about what the news said. We're not talking about what's fair and not fair deals. We're matching. We're making great matches, and we're breaking down all the possible ways we can see a fight going. And I love that about my circle. That's why I opened up a channel, because I wanted to have a space to where these type of conversations can happen, and I wanted to attract like-minded boxing fans who can have these type of conversations. When you go on these other panels, it's really too much soap opera stuff and not enough boxing. And I hope that as this channel grows, that people who come in here who may be casual fans will start to get a love for boxing and learn about boxing, because I think the reason why these platforms do what they do is because the truth of the matter is they don't really know about boxing. So all they can do is talk about it like it's love and hip hop. They can't have these conversations that we're having here. So I appreciate everybody on my panel today, and we can continue the conversation, but I just wanted to highlight that. I felt like I wanted to highlight that. Thank you guys.
No, that's what's up right there. And I second that notion. Being the co-host, I like to say that we try to bring that energy. We don't want to like real loud, argumentative, not letting people get off what they got to say, and and talk about people's pockets all damn day. Like I think I mentioned that earlier. It's about boxing,
Right.
and we want to keep it boxing. You're not going to get anywhere talking about other people's fear and what you think about your opinions on people. We want to just what?
Shout out Jay Cash the Money said all in the music videos, always talking A side, B side, 80-20, 70-30, 60-40. Want to talk real boxing? Come to Claymore Rain Boxing Records or whatever Suge Knight said.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, let me hit
That's
that.
Y'all ain't got no love for Claymore?
What? Y'all don't got love for boxing?
Claymore?
Y'all ain't got love for boxing? Well, let it be known then. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. No, that's official, man. That's what we're gonna be doing here. This community is gonna grow, and it's gonna be a boxing, a community of boxing fans. And we're gonna be talking about boxing, and we're gonna show it better. We're gonna show you better than we could tell you. You heard? We're gonna show you way better than we could tell you. Just keep hanging around. You'll see the difference. Shout out. And shout out to Mazuma channel, because that's exactly what happens over there as well. Every time. He's the one who inspired me in real time to really do something like this, because his platform was refreshing. Mazuma, do you remember? You don't remember. I sent you a message on a video that you had. This is when I was watching you for a while, never said nothing. And I said something in the message like, okay, then, or something with a question mark. And you were like, what does that mean? And I was like, no, man, it's just, I said, when you be in your car, I'll be learning so much from you in boxing, but sometimes when you were doing you remember that, right? And the way he responded to me let me know that he was the truth, right? Because he could have responded to me like, dude, don't come to my channel, man. Don't ever tell me in your life. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. But he was like, nah, I feel you. We growing. He's like, we growing, man. And we're going to be talking a lot more boxing. I'm going to get it under control. And that's when I actually came in. The first time I came into the channel was when Southpaw was getting that old boy about that whole Ryan Garcia thing, right? And then Mazuma was like, him and Southpaw was like, you got a channel? I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I had like 30 people like subscribers at the time. And he was like, yo, you should do a channel, man, blah, 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 blah. And I was, I got the stage fright. I was being kind of inconsistent, and Mazuma would call me out every now and then like, yo, what's up with the content? So anyway, not to make it a long-winded situation out of it, but boxing, I like boxing, you know what I'm saying? And I love to talk about boxing. And just like right now, even the way Ray broke it down, and the way Mark broke it down about how he saw the difference between Bivol and Caleb, and how he thought that David Benavidez would more than likely have more opportunities against Bivol, and why, and just all those type of conversations. That's what this is all about, man. That's what this is all about, man. Love it. Let's get it.
And we can't forget Frequent, because Frequent bring
Frequent. Frequent never got his shine where he was at, in my opinion. They tried to play him, and Frequent one of them guys, man. And it turns out, by the way,
y'all got channels? Y'all got channels?
No, I rock with Claymore. This is the show right here. It's ATP with Clay and Ray. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is what we do over here. And Freaking Flyer was going on.
I like that. Clay and Ray.
You like that? You like that? Yeah. And Freaking Flyer was on another platform. I'm not going to say the guy's name.
I told him that.
I'm working on it. Or watch. It's coming soon. I'm working on it. It's coming very soon.
I got a channel, but it's not boxing related though. My channel is a drone channel, but I just be on other people's panels and in the chat.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Getting thrown in the back.
Freaking got like 20,000 followers, bro. He ain't playing on his channel. Like he does all RC. Oh yeah, he a big deal in that space. Yeah,
he gotta fluff it a little bit.
What is it? I'm bugging. What is it, like 19,000?
No, it's like 18, somewhere around there, like 18 something.
Yeah, like 20. Shut up, man. 20, man. 20. That's what it is. But you got like 20,000 followers over there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Rounded off to the nearest 10, huh?
Yeah,
that's how I learned to do math. It's called core math, bro. You ain't learn how they do math in school now.
Why don't we let them drop their links in the chat anyway? Because
that's fine. And you've been doing this
jumping on.
You've been posting for like a decade already, bro. That's dope, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Very frequent.
Yeah, I'm dug in from the muscle.
Oh yeah, I fuck with that. I just subscribe.
There you go.
That's what's up. I appreciate it, bro.
That's fine.
Freak with the truth, man. Freaking a good guy. Freak want to troll you.
I actually got a couple channels, yo. I got that channel, this channel right here. I'll be flying drones, reviewing stuff. I do the RC cars and all of that. But I got another channel too where I just strictly build them and stuff. You know, build and modify drones and stuff like that.
You from Philly, bro?
Yeah, definitely.
What side? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, right now I'm up northeast, but originally I was from north. But I lived in all parts of the city though, man. I've been in West Philly, I've been in South Philly, I've been out Brickyard. I mean, I've been all over the place, man.
That's where Boots and them from. Boots and them from Brickyard.
Yeah, I know.
But
you know how old this dude is? Guess his age. Mark, guess freaking Fly's age.
Oh, no,
probably. Take a guess.
I was 51. I'm 52 now, and they aged me out in the back one show for a year.
Yeah, the last show we let him sit back there and get and you know what I mean, age like wine. You know what I mean? We made him age like wine. Had him in the cellar.
Yeah, I'd have thought like he was in his early 30s or some shit.
Yeah, man, he the OG up in here, man. He a real good dude, man. Freaking the truth, man.
I'm from North. I'm from North, and my boxing gym only like 2 blocks away from where I grew up. It's on 6th and Somerset. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
What's the name of that? At 6th and Somerset?
Pivot Boxing. PIVOT.
Okay, Pivot Boxing.
Pivot Boxing.
Wow. Wow, that's what's up, man.
Heron Symbol said, "How old is Mizzou?" I'm 20. I just turned 26.
Happy belated.
You know what I'd love to have? Who I'd love to have on here one day? Who's another person? Mark's pops, bro, dude.
Oh yeah, I bring him on. You just tell me.
I'd love to have him on here.
He was just telling me something that just happened at the gym. I was just on the phone with him.
Yo, he the truth. Honestly, I think you guys might consider doing some father-son collaboration type. I think you guys work well together. I think he's a respectable dude, real knowledgeable dude, bro. Beyond knowledgeable.
Bro, I could bring him on, whatever. He low-key be asking me, like, when you gonna go live? Like, he be asking me and shit. I'll probably bring him on right after I get off here. I'll probably bring him on the channel.
You know what I be laughing at when I be watching Mark? You know what I laugh at? He's like, I don't like being on here. But then he get on and he start cooking. He sound
like Floyd. When Floyd be like, "Oh, I didn't think I was gonna do the promoting today."
Yeah,
and
right.
Then he just talk about himself for like, yeah. My pop be getting in that bag. He was like, "Oh yeah, I ain't trying to be on here too long." And he talked for a straight hour about some.
Yo, give him the mic. He's like, "Nah, y'all making me come up here. Give me the mic, man. Y'all making me come up here. All right, man. How many champions did I beat?
Mark, what he be doing? He be training now, Mark?
Who got the biggest game? All right.
What he be training?
My pop.
He be training fighters?
Yeah, just like me. He trained fighters, but he more like in the management field. He managed professional fighters and shit like that.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
He managed and advised
what's up right there.
Professional fighters, yep.
The tri-state area, I like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nah, he the truth. He the truth, man. Big fan of Lando. Big fan. That's a fact.
Yo, my pop got the crazy. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him to tell this story about when he got into it with Joe Frazier. I'll tell you that.
Oh, he got a Joe Frazier story too. Joe Frazier gave me a jump, bro.
He gave you a jump.
Yeah, like 3 o'clock in the morning, right there on Broad. You know, out there on Broad Street with where his gym used to be. I wasn't even mindful of where I was at. I was at that gas station right there. I pulled in there. I mean, to get some gas, and my joint wouldn't start up. I'm like, dang. So, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so nobody wasn't out there. And then he just showed up. You know what I'm saying? He had it was like a pearl white old Jaguar. I mean, you ever seen in Philly?
I was too young. Like, I seen him. Like, my dad introduced me to him like a while back, but I was so young. I hardly remember it, bro.
Yeah, I thought I was stuck out there, man. And then he just pulled up. He was like, "What, you need a jump?" I was like, "Yeah." And he pulled up and everything, lined his car up and everything. And I never forget, I was looking at him. I said, "Yo, anybody ever tell you look just like Smoking Joe Frazier?" And he bust out laughing and was like, "Who else would I be?" And we just was laughing and everything. I was like, "Damn." And I just then at that moment I realized where I was at. I was like, "Damn, we right outside the Joe Frazier gym." You know what I mean? Right here. So
that shit's sad, bro. Now that shit a furniture store.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that on Fanon's show, man. Like, they disrespected, you know what I mean? They be disrespecting our fighters, man. They turned the joint into a furniture store. Yeah, I mean, the city could have took that over and, declared it a landmark or something, but they just let them turn into a furniture store. I'm not even sure it's still a furniture store. Is it still a furniture store?
I drive past it every day. That shit look like it's ran down, like done. And you can still see the Joe Frazier like logo. Like they put like a furniture store symbol over it, but like it's like engraved in the wall. Like you can still see Joe Frazier. John, my dad used to train there, and he used to give Joe Frazier a hard time. So one day Joe Frazier had enough. You know what I mean? He had enough of my dad's shit. He pulled a burner out on him. But I'm gonna bring that up on my channel though.
We're gonna bring it up over there, bro. We definitely got Bill.
That's not the only time I saw him though. I used to see him all the time after that. You know what I mean? Because I still work at Family Court to this day. And I used to see him come through there, you know what I mean, his son and all of that. So, you know, I used to see him a lot. Yeah.
Oh, the John down Center City?
That's the only John. I remember you from down there. No, I'm just playing.
I got a feeling
Yo, you'd be surprised all of the people who I see come through there. Yo, so many people, man.
Talking about that joint over there on Center.
I was just over there recently. You gonna see me there? You might see me there soon, bro. I was just over there normally. I'll be over there at the end of February.
That boy Mark said, "You talking about that one over there on Center and whatever? You talking about that one?"
I seen you over there.
Yeah, you over there at the end of February, bro. You got a friend in the building, Mark.
Unfortunately, I might be down there at the end of February. Yeah, so
yeah.
It's part of that, man. Slide that note to the judge. Get this guy.
Get him right. Get him right, bro. Let him know that you let him know he affiliated. Let the judge know he affiliated.
Right.
But so listen, man, my panels, the people I rub elbows with in the boxing game, bro, is official, certified. They not out of no, you know what I mean? They weren't just playing no game on no corner on the street. These dudes is real boxing fans first, but also certified boxing science teachers. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing over here on this channel. I promise you, by the way, you'll see better. I'm gonna keep telling you, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you guys. I promise. You'll see. You will see.
Hey, yo, y'all was talking about Ryan Garcia earlier, right? I couldn't get up, man. So we're gonna have to spin the block on that one. So Ryan Garcia, he pulled out of the fight with Devin Haney. And then, he let Floyd finesse him into, trying to get into a fight with Rolly. And then I think Oscar De La Hoya pulled him out of that. That's what I think, right? Y'all follow me so far? Does that sound about right?
I think we're there so far. I think at the end of the day, right now, with the information we have, it does look like Oscar played a big part as to why him and Rolly ain't fighting. Like he looks like he played a sinister part almost at this point.
So this is my thing. We was calling them ducks at first, you know what I'm saying? Because he pulled when he pulled. Well, let me not say we. Let me say me. I was saying he was a duck because he pulled out of that fight with Hanos. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, but people come back for that. They were saying,
"Hold on, freak.
Hold on. Let me finish before you come. Let me finish before you come. Let me finish before you come." So
he a Haney fan.
I never heard that.
Ain't Nose.
I like that.
All right, go ahead.
Ain't Nose playing, baby. Ask about us.
Yo,
I'm the Hanos clan overlord.
Mark,
but no, we were saying that he ducked, right? We were saying Ryan Garcia ducked, and people was like, no, he ain't ducked because he pulled out of a fight with a champion to fight another champion. But now he pulled out of that fight too. So he ducked both of them now, right? We could document both of them. Certified ducks.
I mean, I definitely certified Ryan as a duck with Devin, that's for sure. As far as this Rolly situation, I'm not fully aware of all the moving parts to this particular situation, and I'm very selective with the word duck. I don't just put that on people's jacket very easily. So I need to see as the days develop to see what really happened and what happened as far as to why that fight didn't get put together. But for Ryan, as far as Devin Haney's concerned, yeah, he's official duck in that situation. Now I definitely look at him as a duck in that situation.
And it happened twice, so he dug in as a duck.
Well, he already said that he wasn't ready.
I just know Ryan need to fight.
He said he wasn't ready for me before he took that fight or sent that contract over. the negotiations or whatever. He said,
yeah, but I was going all the way back to when he won the interim champion, John, and he said he in front of the world he didn't want to fight him.
Yeah, you said the first time. I got that. I was talking about the second time. Like you already said he wasn't ready for him, and then sent the whatever he sent and
he did
pulled out the negotiation.
Though you don't remember when Ryan duck tanked that first, John? They sent him.
Yeah, imaginary Pacquiao fight, right?
Yeah, that Pacquiao.
Oh
fight,
yeah.
Pacquiao was talking about, yo, I don't know what he talking about.
Then he ducked Pacquiao in the fight that he didn't have with him.
He went mental, right? He got mentally
imaginary duck.
Yo, Mark, is it about that time yet? Because really, I'm just operating on your time right now, for real.
I'm about to like take a little. I'm about to step out real quick. You know what I mean? Get my shit together and then go live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, put your link in the chat, yo, so I could put your link in the chat, Mark, so I could come through and everything. Check you out.
All right, bet. Let me do that right now.
Are we still 10:30 sharp, or are we around? Is it an estimated time?
Yeah, 10:30. Yeah.
All right, so let's do 10:15. Let's do 10:15 on our channel, on our show.
That's cool.
Clay, and then touch base on stuff and let any we know Rollo was in the chat. Salute to Rollo.
Right.
I don't know if 2 Cents still there. She's still there. She can jump up, hopefully. You know what I mean? Let's get something going.
You forgot to read that not the super chat, but that you was about to read something that Rollo said. You said Rollo said something, Claymore.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, he threw something up.
Yeah, he said something, and then we got distracted or whatever.
My bad. The wife was leaving to go to work, and I had to give it, the smooches and the love and the well wishes.
You did it in camera,
but yeah, I tried. I probably should have hit the mute button, but I ain't got no type of production etiquette. But yeah, man. Ryan has, in my opinion, and we are spinning the block on this, you know what I'm saying? And what I don't like to look like I'm like really ragging on people too hard, you know what I'm saying? Like really like OD dissing them. But I ain't gonna hold you. Very disappointed in the way Ryan Garcia has been handling his business this year for the new year of 2024. I don't know who this guy is. I really had him at a higher regard from when he beat Oscar Duarte, even though I thought he had work to do, but I'm like, all right, he's doing it with Derek James, so he's going to get that squared away. I also gave him some credit for fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that was him conceding to all those rehydration clauses and catch weights. I'm like, yo, homeboy a soldier, man. He really made it happen. I admired the way he handled his Oscar De La Hoya and them, making them make it happen and giving us a fight that we all kind of wanted to see, even though we wanted to see Ryan healthy in that fight. Mm-hmm. But still, I don't think he would have beat Gervonta. I don't think he has the skills to beat Gervonta, but the way he handled this Devin Haney situation, even I was like, there you go, Ryan, calling out Devin Haney. I'm like, that man looking to really do it this year. But the way he pulled out of that after hanging out with Floyd and then calling out Rolly, and then going back to negotiating with Rolly, I thought that was weak as hell. And I really think Karma's and I think Karma's hollering him right now. I think his situation done got complicated, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens in the coming weeks on how he deals with this, as far as Jose Ramirez, as far as whatever he's going to do, whoever's going to fight next. We're going to see.
You know what? I think Ryan got the talent to possibly beat Tank. He got that. That what's that? His right hook. You know what I'm saying? If he was able to catch him with that, I think that will be able to do some damage and everything. I think he don't have the discipline though, man.
Ryan has a left hook, by the way.
Okay, the left hook. But I think Ryan he just don't have the discipline. His pop said he got power in both hands, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't study him enough to know. But I just don't think he has the discipline.
Blood said Mazuma TV is live at 2 spots. What the is there 2 of him? Yeah, man, he's everywhere. He nowhere and everywhere at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nowhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
That's my guy right there. We be building. Yeah, I didn't know Blood knew Mazuma. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. That's what's up, man. Look at that, man.
Small world.
Oh, that's Blood boxing right there. What's up, Blood?
Yeah. That's Blood boxing there. Retro boxing and documentaries, man. You guys gotta subscribe to him. He got the best documentaries on boxing in the game. Unmatched. I mean, that's
right?
By the way, that's a fact, by the way. Like, I'm not exaggerating. If you guys go to that channel, you'll see what I'm saying. It's unmatched. Right. His documentaries are really.
So you link in the chat too, Blood.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
But I was saying, I think it's going to take somebody with discipline to beat Tank, because, you know, that's those mistakes. Tank capitalize on them, and he's a great counterpuncher. So when you do rookie mistakes, like you throw the same punch multiple times, you know, consecutively and stuff like that, that's when you get caught by Tank, you know. And his last what, 4 fights or whatever, the person did the same thing that he knocked out.
The difference in most of these fights is Devin knows how to keep distance and range. You know what I mean? Keep you just outside his range so he can make the
Come on, Ray, you can't bring Devin in the conversation.
That's what you're talking about,
people
right? That's what you're talking about, right?
No, I wasn't talking. We talking about Tank, bro.
Oh,
we talking about Tank and Ryan.
Right. Sorry. Any fighter. Let's correct that. Any fighter not named Devin just has to keep you at distance with the jab and control that distance. Let's go there.
No, I just say that because anything that I say, people always try to tie it to Devin Hayes. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm the overlord of the Hanos clan.
Fredo understand on his own. Like, yo, don't bring him up because they're gonna say that's what I was trying to do the whole time.
Right. They do that all the time.
This what I wanted to say though. Retro boxing and documentaries. Listen, I've been on YouTube for well over a decade, bro. I know I'm 26, but I've been like a part of like the boxing community on YouTube. I remember when he was blood boxing, and I used to watch coming up like before I used to give you like I couldn't really talk well on camera. Like I knew boxing, but I couldn't talk well, so I refrained from like making videos and shit like that. But I used to watch like all his debates and him going on live with different channels and like going at it with talking crazy about fighters. Bro, I've been watching blood boxing and just like all the other guys. I ain't gonna mention their names because they're not here right now. But bro, I've been watching all of them for well over a decade, bro. Well over a decade, bro. So it's dope to see him on here, bro. Like he one of them YouTube boxing channels, like legendary, bro. Like legendary. Like I don't care what nobody say, bro. Like I remember he did like he used to do debates with this one other channel, and they boxing historians, bro. Like a lot of the info that I retain to this day is from watching their videos. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about the Ray Leonards and all of that, bro. Like even before he started making documentaries and stuff like that, I was like tuned into his debates and shit like that. So yeah, and he says, and now I could watch your vids. Like that's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy.
Listen, man, and once again, by the way, dare I toot the horn of this channel right now to say that, you know what I'm saying, people like Retro Boxing, people you might not know like Echo, you know what I'm saying, and even Bruce Gas, you know what I'm saying, those guys come on.
Don't forget
Kangaroo Boxing, you know what I mean? They come on my channel, you know what I mean? And they show me love, you know what I mean? I go to their channels and I've built like relationships with them speaking on their panels. And they've also, you know what I'm saying, validated me and certified me to say, yo, man, push with what you're trying to do. And people like them and Mazuma and Ray and even freaking Flyer, people who tell me every day, like, you know what I'm saying, because I'm new in the space, you know what I'm saying, I get the stage fright, like Mazuma was talking about. I get it, bro, but you know what I'm saying, these guys motivate me to really keep staying on this path and telling me that they see something in me, and that right there is you know, that's empowering for me, bro. And that's what I want to attract over here. I want to attract those type of boxing intellects. I want to have those type of conversations. And I love seeing them I love seeing you guys inside the chat, because it just lets me know that we're doing our job, bro. Because I don't see you guys in the nonsense chats. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you guys over there dealing with all that drama. So it makes me real happy to see you here.
We in our own lane, bro. We understand what the ultimate goal is. We don't need to be involved in none of that messy shit. I went on a sloppy boxing show one time, but it was under the impression that they weren't like that. You know what I mean? After being in there, I'm thinking we gonna talk about some boxing. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they telling me to pull up and all this crazy shit. I'm like,
oh, that sounds familiar. Frequent. Get in the back room.
You know who that happened to the other day, and I felt bad for? Mark Lowe Low got up in one of those H money.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's the channel I'm talking about. He told me, bro, put his address on all this. I'm like, bro, if you, bro, I would literally like, I know I think he was talking about he was from like Memphis or whatever. I'm like, yo, I know people out in Memphis. I will go over there and gladly put you to bed. Pause. I will gladly knock you the fuck out. Like, I don't know why you playing. Like, I really would not put hands on you.
Yo, that
but
was
like, you know, these dudes just be talking, bro. Like,
man, these other platforms do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate, like, shout out Ordinary M. That's why we're here, Claymore. You will get to the summit. I appreciate you guys, man. More than you ever know. It means a lot to me that you guys are here and building with us, man. It does. I can't never say it enough, and I probably won't never stop saying it. Every opportunity I get to say it, I always acknowledge you guys for the inspiration that you guys give me.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Retro. Salute. Thank you, Blood. That we appreciate that, man.
Hey, Rollo Green said that Ryan Garcia has overachieved in his career. What you mean by that, Rollo?
What did you mean, Rollo? Rollo, what? You mean underachieved?
Yo,
he said he overachieved.
Over.
Bro, I must be like really disliked on YouTube, bro. Like, I come on people's channels and they come at me right away, bro. They start talking about my looks.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got somebody here. Like,
well, you ain't making if they ain't hating on you.
Right.
He's just messing.
Hey, Mark, look. Hey, Mark, that's why I really you just see my logo all the time, because I learned that on my channel, yo. People pay so much attention to everything except for what they should be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at your wall like, yo, what's that? What do that say right there on that picture right there? Yo, what's that right there? Oh, look at his beard. Look at his mustache and all this other crazy stuff. Everything except for listening to what you're talking about.
That slime, you know, that's my brother. He was like, you in a closet, bro? I'm like, what
the fuck? Man, we talking about Ryan Garcia right now. What is wrong with you, man?
I'm in my back room, guys. I'm like, what are you talking about? You worry about the wrong shit, bro. We talking about Tiafimo. You over here talking about a motherfucking me being in the closet or some shit.
Good. I don't know which way that went. Pause.
Oh, really? What are you talking about, bro? I'm like, all right,
Salute.
Yeah,
yo, I don't want to hold it up. I ain't gonna hold you guys. We got another you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be going over on Mark's platform in probably like another 20 minutes or something like that. So I want to, you know, if you guys want to make a closing,
I knew it was coming.
You know what I mean? Make a closing statement for the building. I appreciate you guys, man. Whoever want to go first.
The
I don't got too much to say.
Inappropriate, man.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Well, I don't got too much to say. I just want to say salute to everybody. Thank you guys for letting me come up here and, you know what I mean, talk with y'all about this sport that we love, boxing. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the chat. And I'm out.
All right,
man, salute Frequent Flying. This is your second home, man. You always welcome me here. Anytime, every time.
This is what Frequent do. Frequent channel hop. So he'll be over there, Mizzou. He'll be over there.
Yeah, cool. For sure. We got a channel hop, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna make my closing, John, man. I appreciate Clay having me on the channel, man. You know, I'm a big supporter of you. Seen potential and what you was capable of doing on YouTube off the rip, which is why I made it my business to make sure you stood as consistent on here as possible. And look, you about to hit that 1K mark, bro. You almost halfway there. I'm extremely proud of what you coming out to be, man. I hope you really do that. You know what I mean? I'm not a big channel myself just yet, but I'm gonna make sure that we do everything we can to grow together. You know what I mean? As long as everybody, you know what I mean, keeping it boxing, everybody maintaining respect and everything of that nature, and we doing everything we can to simply see progression in boxing, then I'm totally for it. You know what I mean? I appreciate Ray.
Oh, anytime.
Ray and Clay. That show is fire. I fuck with it heavy, man. Y'all need to stamp that for sure. But
it's going to.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all get that underway because y'all got something good going on here, man. And anytime y'all ever need me, you know what I mean? You know, I'm only a text, I'm only a phone call away, man. I'm about to get started on my live. I'll see you on there pretty soon. Mazuma TV, man. Subscribe to the channel if y'all not already. I'll be going live at 10:30. I appreciate everybody for having me on. And we had a great discussion today. Hopefully we could transition that over to my channel. You know what I mean? Because
drop the link again. Drop the link again so people can catch it if they didn't.
Yeah, I'm actually copying and pasting it right now. But if you want to put it in there, definitely.
That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't got the link. Hold up.
I mean, if you want me, I got it. But I think I got it. I might not. Let me make sure I can.
Oh, we got it already. We got it.
Okay.
J Cash,
I got it right here.
J Cash did
it. Yeah, I just put it up myself. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that ready real quick, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all having me on, and I'm available anytime y'all need me on. So, y'all have a great night. Shout out to the fan. Shout out to the chat, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace. Salute. Race on you. You want to say anything?
Man. Yeah, no, I just want to say I thank the guys for coming up. I like that, the way the channel is moving. We got great hosts. I mean, it's great channels visiting and people visiting that all have respect for boxing. It's not about that lame, debate stuff that nobody really wants to hear. And I'm not saying you can't have a disagreement, but be respectful. You know what I mean? Build on it. You know what I mean?
That's it.
All that extra ain't necessary. You know what I mean? We don't need that. We don't need that energy. We like what we got, and that's exactly respect for your person that's sitting across from you.
That's the foundation to it all.
Right, and keeping that knowledge, because when you at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're here to see the big fights and try to push the big fights without the nonsense, because we don't care about their money, man. They ain't paying.
We really don't. We don't care about their money. We don't care about their pay-per-view sales. We don't care about their purses. We don't care about their girlfriends. We don't care about whatever else that you guys feel like bringing it up. We want to see them fight.
Well, I do care about one thing: a man in a skirt. I ain't with that. But other than that,
yeah, they can chill. But look, bro. Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, that's another episode. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Other than that, we all right. We all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fun, Clay. Clay, it was fun, man. It was fun.
It was great, and it's always great. Ray, by the way, y'all gonna see that soon. As far as that's gonna be stamped and official, so there's gonna be some understanding out here. We're gonna get some straightening out here, and we're gonna be talking about some boxing out here. And if you guys don't know nothing about no boxing, be careful what come out your mouth, because you might get on the Clay and Ray experience. You heard?
Here you go. It is.
Let's get it. Thank you guys. Talk to you guys soon. See you guys over there at Mizuma's.
Drop that tone. There it is.
They hate when you elevate, They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, I had to go delegate.